Hello, and welcome everybody to the Summer's War Championships Group Stage C. I'm Chris Shizzle. I'm here together with the one and only Taki above me.
What's up, everybody?
And today we'll be watching 4 of the best players of Europe compete for our tickets towards the Europe Finals in Paris on 7 September 2019 this year. So it will be next month already.
Yeah.
Basically there they will be able to earn their spot towards the World Finals in Paris again this year in Europe on 26 October 2019. So the best 2 players from Europe will compete, will continue to the World Finals. During today's stream we will have around 5 matches. In between we will have a small break. We are not the only one streaming today in English. We also have a French stream with Jesu and Mr. Wendy. We also have the German stream with Marts and Capcaro. We also have the Italian stream, almost forgot about them, with Italian Summer's War and Double Damage. And then we also have the Russian stream with Capson and Argentum Live.
Yes.
Exactly. In the last weeks we have seen already 4 players go to the next round, so the European Finals, which is Shen, Rosit, Zizo, Lucky Q. And today we're going to look at 4 other players. I personally think this is the group of the group stages. For me, this is the most heavy stage group. We will be seeing today, we will be seeing Dark Royd, we will be seeing Flippity, we will be seeing I'm a Boss, and we will see Blue. And actually, 2 of them returning players, 2 of them very strong players, known players on Europe server. What do you think of this group? It's a crazy group, right?
It's a really high octane group, like Intensity Fury. I swear we're gonna see some really. I can't wait. That is all I have to say. Yeah. I really want us to start the game. Please let us start the game right now. But yeah, so we have Dark Royd and Boss, which it's their first time being in SWC.
That's true, but yeah, they've both been playing very well last season. I think Dark Royd got around rank 30 in the ladder, so that's really high. That's why he's probably also ranked up as number 1 in this group. And we have seen Blue perform really well in the other tournaments. We've seen Flippity. Actually, last year he was a backup player, so we only see him do a fun match in between on the European Finals. But he just missed out on the qualification, and we know he's already out there in top 100 ladder play.
He's a strong player.
For years already. So I think the only new player that we see a bit on the RTA side is Boss. I personally know him from Siege Arena. I know his account is very well runed. I think this year he really made a switch to RTA, made it to G3, qualified, and it's not an easy target. I'm sure of. So that's
what I have to say is I can't say for sure. I can't really take out a favorite right here. Everyone, I would almost say that they're on equal terms.
Exactly.
Some may have a bit less experience since they've just recently really started playing RTA, but it doesn't matter. Everybody is almost at equal terms. Pretty hard for me. If you would ask me, Taki, who would you pick? I'll just say, give me a better question. So
you're not going for your Swedish bro.
I have to represent. To be honest, if I'm gonna take that route, I would, sure. I would say Blue all the way because he's representing the Swedish flag. But to be on neutral side, which I can't really, so let's say Blue. Let's say our Finnish neighbor as well, Flippity.
Okay.
But everybody's equally strong. So even if I root for some of these, mainly because they're Nordic players, I can't really say who's gonna win because they're all equally strong.
Exactly. I do think that compared to the others, Flippity might have a small edge, based on tournament experience, playing tournaments. He's also a streamer. So I think he might have a bit of an edge there. But we don't know. We don't know how the other players will perform today. We don't know how they will perform.
It's mainly just a mental edge. So
exactly, it's just a mental edge.
Yeah.
Here we see the group stages, one of them being today. We have one more group stage for Group D 2 weeks later on 17th of August, which will be seeing the Europe Cup finals on September 7 this year. And 2 of those players will continue to the World Finals on October 26, where they will be playing for a prize pool of $150,000.
Yep. I can't repeat it enough. That is insane.
I mean, the Europe Cup is already very nice with $20,000, but the World Finals with $150,000. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine that, playing a game and winning those amounts of money. It's crazy.
I can't really do that, so it's unfathomable. So yeah, it's pretty insane. And also we have the live stream events. So we have the promo codes and the raffles. Guys, be sure to be on the lookout. Be sure to be on the lookout for the raffles. The promo codes will most likely be given during the first break and after all the games have been played. Exactly. That's the usual route we've been going. So you don't just be on the lookout before break and after the games are done.
Exactly. And also make sure to enter the raffle on time, because the raffle closes down very early after the stream. The codes usually work for a few hours more after the stream, but the raffle closes down very closely after the stream. So just make sure to sign up whenever you have time directly. Just
once. You don't have to sign up twice, 3 times, 4 times, or as many times as you feel like you want to, just the once.
Exactly. And there we see the first matches. Flippity versus Darkroid.
As I said, like, it's exactly like you said. Like, Velipity has the edge, the mental aspect. This is Darkroid's first tournament aspect. So when it comes to the mental aspect of the game, like on this stage, Vili might have the edge.
But on his side, Darkroid was very high on the ladder play last season. He's really proved that every season he keeps on climbing, and he's really out there in the top 50 right now.
Yeah, he's actually
Actually, I don't know this season. I didn't pay attention to that yet, but I know for last season he was very high up there in the end, and his win rate was insanely high. So let's see who wins. Is the one with who has the more experience, or the guy who has the higher ranking? And then the other match, Blue versus Boss. Actually, I know Boss likes to use the Martina cleave, the Shina cleave. So I kind of hope he's going to bring it out today.
Okay, so I got to be honest. I have been scrimming with Boss, and to say the least, he's a really good drafter. Really good drafter. Like, really, really good drafter. But like, that was against me. So he had the mental aspect of, I can beat him. Like, it's easy to beat Taki. Come on, bro. It's really easy. So, but it's different. Like, maybe, I don't think they've probably studied each other, but they're really eager on, like, deleting replays. So I don't think everybody has been given the opportunity to study each other. So we'll have to see.
Exactly. And also for some players it's quite hard. For example, from Blue, I know he's like one of those players. Also last year his box is huge. He uses like 20 different kind of monsters. He's not stuck to 8-9 monsters, and they're all well ruined, and he can just switch around on those monsters, and based on what opponent he's facing, based on what they are picking, he will counterpick them and counterban them. So I think it's very hard to see, okay, what's Blue gonna do, for example.
Yeah. All right, so here we have Velipity. He has, as his first Nat 5, Bastet. And top 5 monsters is Sean, Julian, Molong, Bastet, and Sierra. It's a really on the offensive side.
Yeah, I remember last year he got the Julian from a Wish just one day before the SWC tournament.
That's insane. We have Darkroid with Ethna, first Nat 5. And seems like he had Chow and Ragdoll.
It's a top 5. I noticed he really liked his Chow, but because it's not that, according to him, it's not that strong anymore this season, he doesn't really pick it anymore. But it's one of his first favorite monsters. So
yeah, but he recently got a buff with the cleansing of harmful effect. So he might maybe take advantage of that if it's possible at all. I wouldn't say it's the most insane buff to him, but it's better than nothing.
Exactly. And I don't really think he, at least as far as I know, he does not have the ragdoll, so it might not be his personal, personal top 5 instead of his box top 5.
Yeah. Probably a wish list.
I know he has the Tianlang though, so he will bring it out for sure today. And Felicity knows that.
Yeah, and he's also said it himself. Like, it's something that it's almost as if it carries him, is what he said. But he's a good drafter. Like, everyone is a really good drafter. So we'll have to see if Tianlang is even necessary. But according to the meta, Tianlang is really, really useful, since we have Verd, we have Diana, we have many ATB boosters.
Exactly.
So I would presume we're going to see a lot of like, either pretty sure that Billy is going to somewhat try to ban the. It depends on how he picks, but he might actually ban the Tianlang and like pre-ban, and when the drafting is up, he'll probably ban that as a unit as well.
Yeah. You pretty much know it early on, right? If Felicity wants to go the Bastet way, you already know Dark Droid is going to come out with that Tianlang. And that Tianlang most likely has to be banned out there. But I would be afraid right now to make any guesses on what they are going to pre-ban, what they are going to ban. I don't know. Let's see it. First match starting right now.
Seems like Vili is the one with the first pick. So
exactly.
Yeah. Well, let's see what the first bans will be. The pre-ban, because like, he just might want to feel. Oh, there we go. The Tianlang ban and the Shina ban. Yeah, well, Vili has actually pulled a Martina not too long ago.
Exactly.
So that's probably something Dark Droid don't want to mess with the twin comp.
Just avoid it already.
Yeah.
Actually, we see they're both G3 this season as well. So
yeah,
they're really
pretty strong players. So it's nothing that we don't think about. They're all equally strong. That's the thing. That's pretty hard for us to tell.
Gani Hathor there, first picks. Going with the third as well. That would maybe mean that he would not go for the Tianlang in the end. Felicity countering that with a Fran and a Josephine.
So Dark Droid is taking the almost the semi CC route, and Vili has the answer with the Antares and Josephine. So I'm pretty sure we're not going to see a Hathor ban from Vili's side, since he's picking like pretty counterish units.
Shiho. Going into Wusa last pick.
So on Vili's side, we have double strippers. And both on Vili and Dark Droid's side. So,
if I were Dark Droid, I would probably still go for the Josephine ban.
And since most likely Vili will know that, so he probably will ban the Agers. So we both were pretty off about this.
We don't have a good start today.
Yeah, I mean, this is why we're not in the tournament, because we cannot really tell what they're going to ban. Anyways, all right. So, pretty fast Josephine here.
Yeah, Felicity has the speed lead from Vanessa though, so he has the edge on speed. Yeah. Gets turn 1, but it's faster than at Wusa.
It's both Josephine and the Shiu is faster than the. So it might be a violent Wusa.
And both the Josephine and Ferd kind of failed there, because Ferd countered, but he didn't.
Like, it's almost as Dark Droid is full of resistance here. Okay, so I don't think he really needs to use the third skill. He could just go.
He can kind of use it freely, like he has the Gani.
To be honest, he can, because I forgot about the Gani. We got the Gani.
Felicity is just gonna keep pushing on that further. Resetting the Josephine here.
Yeah, it's time for the sleeping game. Let's see how this is gonna pan out.
So, heal up a bit there.
Yeah, strip the Shihu, and he can just reset Hathor and control. So what Vili needs here is for Josephine to proc, so he gets he gets it. All right, so he has the passive up again. So,
So at least Josephine will wake up again, but he wasn't able to provoke that Hathor to stop that sleep there.
Doesn't land the defense break on Gani either, but gets a violent proc. Back to the sleeping game.
Exactly, back to the sleeping game here. Josephine will come out.
And he will have...
Ooh, he lands a full sleep on the whole team.
Yeah. Gets the provoke and Gani procs, which is not something that should be surprising. Combined with the Hathor. Alright, so...
Usa needs one more turn to get back the shields and immunity.
This is the power of Gani plus Hathor. They always seem to be giving each other the violent procs.
Exactly. But Josephine proccing out of there, out of the sleep. Can he do some nice damage on that Verdil here?
Yeah, and that Verd has procced the revenge set pretty often right now.
Exactly. Dark Droid switching to that Vanessa there, killing it first. Getting back up the shield.
Gonna reset Hathor. Will be getting the turn before Josephine.
At this point, I think Philly really needs some Antares procs.
Yeah.
He needs to get out of this.
Or he needs to resist the sleeps. But we're getting some really good violent procs. Like
Josephine's proccing nearly every match.
Yeah.
Wusa going here, going for the sleep, misses it. He does not go for the sleep on Josephine there.
And this Verd it's almost as if he's on triple revenge.
Exactly, it's revenging every single time. Can he kill it here?
Josephine doesn't kill it. Alright, seems to be dead right now. Okay. Not sure why he didn't go for the sleep.
He still does not go for the sleep. That surprised me as well. Now, the Water Monkey procs, goes for the E-target, kills that Verdil.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Vertihill was on triple revenge, because he countered every time.
And he would have countered there again.
Yeah. So, Dark Droid has the immunity up. But it's gonna be tough to deal with that Antares. It's gonna be really tough to deal with that Antares.
Exactly. He's resetting it now.
Yeah, and if he continues to land crits with the Gani, so I don't think... I retract what I said. I don't think Antares is going to be hard to deal with. Alright.
And this is just why Gani Hathor is so insanely strong.
This is...
Hathor sleeps, reduces the attack bar, Gani resets the skill, and he can just go
He gets the stun, that's pretty nice. Is he gonna get slapped though?
That's very key there.
Yeah.
If Felicity managed to kill that Gani before his Antares dies, then he has a really good chance. Now it's...
So Vanessa might be able to finish the Gani off, and
he actually finishes it off. Gets a stun on Wusa. That Hathor is doing quite some damage actually.
It is. But it's pretty late into... I think we're at 30%, so it's probably like not as... Oh, alright. It seems to be a victory for Dark Droid.
He's on his way, but few Vanessa procs, the whole game can look different.
I wouldn't say like that's a dream scenario. And, you know, this is a game which breaks our dreams.
Yeah, we're very late on. Already 60% attack power up and HP down. Even this Hathor is doing damage on this Vanessa here. And Wusa just finishes it off.
Well played, both Dark Droid and Velipity. It felt like the procs were on Dark Droid's side with the Gani Hathor. It was pretty hard for Billy to deal with the infinite sleep, to be honest.
I think the procs were not that bad actually, because Velipity just kept proccing with that Josephine at the beginning, and that gave him so much utility to be able to try and stop that Gani Hathor comp. So in this case, I think it was pretty equal, but the only thing that I didn't understand that Dark Droid didn't go for the sleep on the monkey, allowing the monkey to kill his Verdil.
Yeah. Either way, he won that game. But in this case, like the problem was that sure, the Josephine got the proc, but Josephine is not enough to just deal with the whole 4 teams unless she gets insane amount of procs. Also, the problem was as well that Josephine, like Verd kept resisting or kept revenging, you know.
Yeah.
So his full like Darkroy's team always got the ATB boost, and he could just continue to just reset the Hathor and continue to sleep, etc. Yeah. But yeah, I do question the choice of not sleeping Shihu at the end.
And also, I do think that at the beginning of the match, it didn't matter that much that Virgil was revenging so much, because he was revenging on Josephine and he was missing every single crit. So even though he was revenging a lot, I didn't feel like at the very start of the match it had a lot of impact.
However, I think if we have the possibility to see the replay, I think that Josephine missed the provoke on the Verd at the beginning of the game, so might have had some impact that stage.
Everything was missing at the beginning.
Everything. It's pretty usual that it happens like that. But it was a pretty good first game. We got to see Gani Hathor. Hopefully, you can see something non-meta to give us some exotic plays.
It's just such a strong combo. We know the Shaina Martinez.
It is.
With the Gani Hathors. And we're back here for match number 2.
So this time Darkroyd is going to go first. We'll have to see what he's going to pre-ban. Pre-bans the Josephine.
Pre-bans Josephine. Flipty on his side. Pre-bans the Vertigo.
Not sure about the Vertigo ban.
Me neither. I don't think it was very depending. The Darkroyd was very depending on it.
No, because if he's going to pick the Tianlang, I wouldn't think that he would pick Verd together with the Tianlang.
Darkroyd opening with Vanessa. Flipty, kinda, he has to pick a Hathor here, otherwise that Darkroyd is gonna pick it for sure.
It might have been that he banned the Verd in case that the Verd is on Swift. Billy might get outsped, and Billy might want. Ooh, okay. I don't want to speak and theorize. I just want to see what's happening. Clara, we're seeing a 5 Pirate for the first time, and as many of you guys have seen, she's gotten the Molong treatment, pre-balance patch Molong. Her third skill now strips and stuns, and it's pretty adamant about stripping and stunning, because I've faced it a couple of times and it has been stunning and stripping me.
Yeah, the only thing that I heard this morning that BT on the Korean Championships, he tried it and it didn't work. So it still has a high RNG factor. So it's a guess. But Darkroyd is 1-0 ahead here. He can just guess it. He can risk it.
He can risk it for the biscuit. So
exactly.
What do you reckon is going to be the ban? Might be the speed lead, but I'm pretty sure that Clara is on Swift build, so it might be his fastest unit in the team.
Exactly. I just wanted to say I would have banned the Hathor on Philly's side. On Darkroyd's side, I'm not really sure if Edna would have been my pick.
We'll just have to see. Since he has, like Vili has double water, maybe Clara doesn't have the opportunity to.
Exactly.
All right, let's see this. All right.
Can we see some Clara magic?
Oh man, stuns the shield. Is this gonna be a? Okay.
He didn't go for the stun there.
No. Not sure why he didn't go for the stun, to be honest. He could have controlled the team.
I think you just want to do damage on that Triana. Yeah. Getting it low, but that Triana is going to get a last turn right now. It's going to heal up. Yeah. It's going to give immunity to the
immunity up. Yep, exactly. So now Lagmar cannot use a stun, but he might still go for the Shihu and lands it. That's some insane power. That is some insane
He strips the Shihu with Clara, gets the stun with Lagmar on. Now he's just going to push that Triana. Can he kill it here?
Yeah, it's a pretty tanky Triana.
He kills it off here. Now that Shiu is very low on health. That Lagmaron gets a turn. He's gonna kill it. He reduces the attack bar on Lagmaron.
Yeah, the problem here is that because of the speed buff, Flagmon is gonna lap before the Shihu, and that will be a kill to the Aegir.
He's just switching on the Aegir, kills it in one shot.
Oh, the proc, and that doesn't land the killing blow. Can we see some luck sacking from Velipity?
Can he get a quad stun here?
Oh man! All right,
double stun only.
It seems like a loss for Billy here.
Very nice play. I like the Clara.
Yeah, it's really nice to see that. And Darkroid felt comfortable enough since he had the first win to showcase the new unit. Well played, well played. That was pretty interesting. Very nice to see. Well played, both Darkroid and Velipity.
And congrats Darkroid on proceeding to the next round.
Yeah, Vili is still not out of the competition. He's down to the lower bracket. He's gonna most likely face one of the two that is playing on the next game.
So most likely, we're sure of that. He still has a second shot.
It depends. Like if we disconnect from now, who knows?
Exactly. Congrats to Darkroid. Very solid win. That last one, I really liked the Clara pick. Clara really did the work there. He stripped 3 immunities. He stunned, I believe, on the Shihu.
Yeah, he landed the Shihu stun with the Clara. But to be honest, Clara really didn't do, as you said, it didn't really do anything since Lagman didn't go for the stun.
Yeah.
It just was too much damage output for Vili to handle. And since the whole team was almost controlled at that point, it was pretty hard for Dilly to deal with Darkroid's team.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised that Darkroid didn't go for the stun there. But on the other side, he didn't risk it, so he went with the Squall on Triana. He knew that because of that Triana would heal up. And the next turn, he could have stun and just stun the whole team.
Mm-hmm.
So you can say something for both choices, but I think personally I would have risked it and I would have gone for the stun there directly. But that Lagmaron did quite a lot of damage. You saw that Shiu was down to like 20% HP from 1/3 skill.
Yes, and I mean the whole team was almost below 30% of the 3rd skill, so but yeah, Lagmaron is pretty underutilized. It's pretty fun to see him when it's picked, because it's I would say a pretty underrated unit. I mean, it's not underrated, but it's not something that we see that often on RTA.
Exactly.
But it was used for the greater good in Darkroid's case.
Yeah.
Anyways, Darkroid. Yes, continue.
Here we see the bracket. We see Darkroid winning 2-0 from Velipity. Darkroid going to the next round. If he wins the next match, he is on to the European finals. If he loses, he goes to the lower bracket where he will face the winner between Velipity and his next opponent, which would be, it might be a bit confusing right now, the loser between Blue and Boss.
It's, as I said, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Like Blue has told me that he might be bringing out something different outside of the meta, but also that he plays the meta. So it's pretty hard for us to tell what he's going to play.
Yeah. The only thing that I really noticed from Blue that he didn't play RTA for 40+ days.
No.
That can mean two things. He's not so active anymore. So maybe he's a bit out of it, or he did it on purpose to not reveal any of his strategies.
It's a mental tactic, which is pretty not unusual to see.
Exactly, and I think Blue is very strong on the pick and ban phase. He's very strong on picking different kind of monsters, different kind of teams. He can pick 5 monsters, and the next match would be 5 completely different monsters.
Yeah.
Well, generally we see most people picking the same 3.
You know what's funny? That Blue actually has the whole Fairy King family.
He has them all.
He has them all. He has the Oberon. He has the Nyx. So I'm hoping for a full Penta Fairy King team. So just if he feels comfortable enough, if he wins the first game, and he feels comfortable enough to do that, then sure. But I don't think they're gonna troll us in this when it comes to group stages.
Exactly, especially not the first match.
Exactly.
Here we see the bracket again. We see Velipity losing 2-0 to Darkroid. We see Blue versus Boss is the next match. The winner of that match will continue to face Darkroid. and the loser of that match will continue to the lower bracket and has to fight Philippity. I think in any ways they're all good fights. They're strong fights. It doesn't matter who we put against who. It could have been a European final as well. I think that's how crazy this group is.
This group is really crazy. We're having to be honest, every group has been crazy, but this is a group that I've been looking forward to because everyone plays pretty differently. Like they're not all meta players. They're pretty they like to play outside of the box. Like we saw, like Clara for an example. So I'm guessing we're gonna see the same thing between Blue and Boss. Here we go.
Yeah.
As I said, the full Fairy King family.
Top 5 monsters, 5 Fairy Kings.
Representing the Swedish flag, which is my boy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping to see that Oberon out there. And here we see Boss from the United Kingdom with his first net 5 being Pumbake. Top 5 monsters, China Martina, we see it there. And from what I've read, he really liked the Belager Fusion monster because that really gave him the option to do Katarina raids.
Yeah, so he can farm more efficiently.
Exactly.
And there we go with the Avatar Belager.
Exactly.
That's pretty nice. It's pretty nice to see that. The Lightning Emperor.
And you know, the last weeks we were always making guesses before the matches, like, okay, what are they gonna pick? Who is the upper hand? But I'm just so afraid to do that today because I think they're all 50-50. They're all players who can surprise us on monsters. They can all surprise us on pick and bans. I'm just hesitant to make any guesses here today.
Well, I'm just gonna say it all out. Blue told me that he plays pretty meta, but at the same time he trolled me and told me that he plays outside of the meta as well. So I really don't know what to tell. It's like I asked him like, what do you think you're gonna play? Like, yeah, I think it's gonna be meta, but also not. I'm just question marks after that. So yes. And I didn't really get to fight scrim with him, but with Boss, he showcased how good of a drafter he is.
Did you actually get to meet him on the Stockholm event, the community event? Yeah?
Yeah, I got to meet him. Okay. And he is as trolly as he would be in chat in real life as well. So
yeah, I already noticed that last year. I mean, Blue and Lucky Q, they were the tag teaming everybody. Like, okay, they were... Lucky Q was like, I have Rectal, I'm going to destroy you with Rectal. And then Blue was like, yeah, I'm going to pick these monsters on you. And I have this monster which nobody has on Swift. I have it on Swift, and I'm just playing mind games already. Yeah,
they're insanely good at mind games.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not hard to play mind games with. You could just say, Taki, you suck, and I know, and I wouldn't know that they're joking, but yeah, no, they're probably joking.
Exactly.
And I take it to heart.
But what do you think here? Boss, is he going to pick out that Shiner Martina?
I mean, I wouldn't not pick it. You know, it's too strong of a comp to not play. Because the twins, Martina and Shana, is something that you can draft around it. You don't really have to go full offensive with the Shina Martina team. You can also go with combine it with Hathor CC team. You can all use Martina, Shina, and CC team. You can go Martina, Shina, offensive team let's say Daphnis, Vanessa, Bastet, etc. So there's a lot of variety towards when it comes to playing Shina Martina. So it's something I think he is going to try to draft, but I don't think Blue is going to let that go or let it through.
Yeah, but that's directly also the weakness of the team. Shina Martina, the combination is very strong, just like Hathor or Gani. But with Shina Martina, if you take out the Shina or you take out the Martina, it's a lot more vulnerable, and that's where I'm a bit afraid of in this kind of tournament setting. We've seen Ododu try it. We've seen him go out in the first match against Shen. He actually got to use Shina Martina. We saw the power of the team, and he completely destroyed his opponent. But the second time he tried it, his Shina got banned, and he only had that Martina there, and his team was very vulnerable to a very tanky setup. And I feel like if you use Shiner Martina, you really have to have a must-pick, a must-ban monster next to that, so you can have that combination there.
Yeah.
For example, actually, one of the teams that I really like, that one of the American players is using, Thompson. He's using the Neptus, Tiana, Shiner, Martina. So you always have to pick between one of those combinations.
It's a really hard combination to deal with.
Exactly.
All right, let's see. First pick boss. Let's see what he's gonna pre-ban.
Exactly. As just mentioned, Blue didn't even do his placement ban.
He hasn't even placement. Yeah. Bans to Triana. Okay. All right. And boss actually bans to Vanessa. That almost leaves out a Oberon game for Blue.
Exactly, but on the other side, Shiner Martina on boss's side.
Exactly. So it's all about the speed gaming right now. Like, who's going to be the faster player here?
They can go anyway. They can go CC damage.
Yeah.
Boss starting out with a Hathor here. Blue countering that with friend Genny.
Pretty fast picks here. Let's see what boss is going to... Alright. Sierra and Verd.
Here we see Blue has seen the power of Genny Hathor. He's directly like, okay, I'm not going to give you this combination. This setup, I'm just stealing your Genny right away.
Yeah.
He didn't even need a second to think about that.
Okay, so goes with the Daphnis. I'm pretty sure we're going to... From Blue.
Exactly. Daphnis, Okeanos.
I'm pretty... Like, I don't know why boss is not going with the Twins right now. Twins would be a good option.
It would actually
but going with the double Paladin, pretty nice to see.
The first Ophelia we see at the tournament, I think.
Yeah, I was almost going to say, I was going to say that I know what boss plays. I've scrimmed with him, but this is nothing he has played with against. So, this is new to me. All right, Blue with the last pick, Shihu. All right, none of the LD units is popping out right now. Probably saving it for the last next game.
Yeah, I think if I was Blue, I would probably ban out that Hathor. It's too much of a risk if his friend gets banned, and if that Hathor gets one turn on the sleeves, he's really gonna struggle to recover from that.
Yeah.
We see a Hathor ban and a Shiho ban.
Yeah. So we have one strip from boss's side, and same thing with the Blue, but Blue's is no, we have, like Oki and Daphnis strip. So not sure what's gonna happen right now.
Exactly.
It's all about the speed game. Who's gonna get the first turn? I'm pretty sure that boss is gonna get the first turn if it's a Swift Bird, which it is not. So
Okeanos taking the first turn.
That is a pretty speedy team that Blue has.
He reduces the attack bar. Sorry. He increases the cooldown on the Josephine, and then simply just destroys Sierra there with his deafness.
However, he has like the lap opportunity with the Verdeha, but since there is no... Since he has already reset the Josephine, Josephine cannot actually strip anyone. So it's gonna be a really tough situation for boss in this case.
And despite Ophelia being there, Ophelia actually has the buff there.
Josephine actually procs do not land the provoke on Daphnis, which is unfortunate. So in this case, boss has to really pray to the SWC gods that he doesn't land the strip on Ophelia.
Exactly. Daphnis going here for a third skill. He lost the attack buff, so by that Josephine proc. Is he going for the kill? He goes for the kill,
but it resists the defense break, which is pretty optimal for boss's side.
Exactly. Genny resetting the Josephine there.
Yeah.
Afraid of the CC. Now it comes to Okeanos. Gets a full stun. Goes for a full reset here. Not yet.
Doesn't have ventilate up. Now has the ventilate up. Who is he gonna reset? Is he gonna go for the control on Oki? Seems like that.
Exactly. Resetting first.
Station.
Gets the reset again on Ophelia.
That's a revenge Ophelia. Pretty nice to see. Needs to be honest, it's really hard to say that boss. Yeah, it looks like it's. It looks like it looks like blue is winning this. And
I mean, blue already had a huge edge on turn 1 with
yeah,
the
yes.
deafness of destroying that Sierra, very fast deafness.
Yeah.
And now he can just keep going, resetting with that Genny. And it was already very hard to recover from that, but boss didn't really get any lucky procs, or he didn't really resist anything. So
no, it's all about the speed tuning. Blue had the up hand here. His team fully tuned to each other, and also was pretty lucky. I wouldn't say lucky with the break on Sierra. Like, that's the Daphnis mechanic. So he actually got the reset on Josephine and landed the first turn kill on the Sierra. So at that point, it was pretty bleak for boss.
Yeah,
Anyways,
the key part there was that for the hell. If it would have been a Swift for the hell, if our boss would have taken the first turn, then he could go with that Ophelia, get that threat buff up there, and force Deafness to go for that Ophelia. And if you see what just happened, that Deafness actually stripped, but he missed landing the death break on that Ophelia, so he couldn't kill it off. If that would have happened on turn 1, it would have been a completely different game.
It would have been a completely.
So I think it was very depending on who got turn 1 in this match, and in the end it was Okeanos and Deafness going before that for the hill.
Yeah, but to be honest, like since Deafness already landed the trip, even though he would have resisted the defense break, it would have been very hard for boss even then to bring to keep it up, because he had Gani speed tune to his Daphnis, so Daphnis Gani could have just reset his team and push him back. But yeah, as you said, it would be a completely different game if it was going to be a completely different game. Who knows? It can only theorize that part.
Exactly, but a very solid pick and ban, very solid game from blue side.
Yeah, so boss has to try to either not let blue have the first kill opportunity, or try to outspeed blue.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not sure why boss didn't go with the twins, but it might have been that he wasn't sure of the speed tuning, or he just wanted to save it up for this part, then the second game.
If he's a bit unlucky, then blue is going to go for a Shaina or Martina ban here. Already stopping that combination. So
it depends on what boss tried to utilize with the in combination with his with the twin team. But yeah, it's pretty hard to let the twins through. Like, I don't think blue is going to do that. He's not going to let the twins through.
And the only thing that we know for sure, boss has to do something different. He has to pick a different team.
Yeah.
He has to go a different route this match.
All right. So
last match we saw the Vanessa Triana pre-bans. Are they going to turn it around now?
Let's see what the band's going to be. Like, the bands just tell me almost that they don't really know how they play. Like, I don't think boss knows how blue plays, since blue hasn't really been doing any placements. So boss is just trying the field, and since blue hasn't been playing any placements, I don't think he knows how boss plays. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, they both seem very safe.
Yeah, they're playing very safe, since seems like they don't know how each other play.
Exactly. Blue pre-banning that Josephine, boss pre-banning the Shiho, and blue directly stealing that Hathor that boss got as a first pick last match. So it seems like blue pre-banning the Josephine, he really wants to go for a CC game here. Yeah.
All right, so goes with the Vanessa, trying to figure out if he can outspeed the blues team.
And picking that Genny, directly avoiding that Genny Hathor comp.
How is blue going to counter this? I would like to see Oberon game from blue side.
I do feel like this kind of opens up a bit for Shana Martina here. Does he go for it though? Blue picking the Okeanos and Fran.
I mean, if I wouldn't, I don't think Shana Martina would be good, since the last pick would. Okay, so he's gonna go twins, but that forces him to pick like Blue could easily just take immunity and ban the Martina and hope that he outspeeds with the immunity. Oh, but it all depends on what his last pick is going to be on Boss's side. So he goes with Samath last pick here.
Yeah, he kind of has to. He has to go for double speed lead there.
And Daphnis.
I'm not sure about the Daphnis pick, but the Daphnis is fast, of course. So
yeah, it was pretty fast. So it was tuned to the Oki. What do you reckon is going to be the ban? Like, okay, so Verd. Okay, so here's the thing: does Boss have double Verd? Like, does he have a Bio and a Swift Verd? That is the question.
I think on blue side, I would definitely ban the Pisama here, since Boss does not have any healing on his side.
Mm-hmm.
And the speed lead, of course. So he bans the
Martina and
Pisama there.
So if Blue has a full will team right now, it's I don't think Boss has anything to. He doesn't, but that Oki is really fast. Really fast. All right. Oh, okay. That is a fast China as well. So maybe he can land some stuns and defense breaks. Lands the stun on everybody.
Gets a triple stun.
Yeah.
Can he get a kill here on?
Oh my. Okay.
Ooh, and he...
That is a really squishy Daphnis and lands the kill.
It's a fast Daphnis, but he gets the fire proc on that Vanessa. Managed to kill. Now that Further Hill can do some extra attack bar buff.
This is going to be hard for Blue to choose. Is he going to go with immunity or like goes with the heal? That is pretty good.
He has to go for the
cleanse. He ventilates with the Shina. All right.
Gets another stun on Hathor. That's quite key there.
He's probably going to finish the Hathor right now.
Depending, can that Further Hill finish the Hathor here? Does not. Okeanos can full stun here.
But didn't stun the Vanessa. So we're gonna say bye bye to Hathor, and yeah, doesn't want to like going with the safe route using the second skill.
Exactly. Further even bio procking here gets another turn.
It looks like a sure win boss.
Yeah,
unless that Swift Oki surprises us with a bio set, so which I do not believe. Yes.
The Shina is just gonna do too much damage, and that Further is just gonna give him so many turns.
Yeah. Too much cycling from boss's side.
Exactly. So we see Shina Martina here.
Yeah.
Going for the win.
Go. What happened with the pause right now?
I'm just seeing that I'm a boss had a technical issue with this seed here. So
all right.
I don't think it really matters at this point. The game is already decided.
Exactly. I wouldn't say it depends on how early the technical issues came through.
I don't think they've come on very early on. We've just seen them. We've seen our boss doing directly what he has to do, going with the Shina, resetting the cooldown with Genny on Shina, then just goes for the stuns again.
Yeah, I mean it's a sure win to boss. Blue's just extending the game with no reasoning.
Well, the reasoning could be he's taking his time. He knows.
Trying to contemplate the next team. Yeah.
Exactly. If he doesn't know about the Shina Martina, he knows now.
And is he gonna land the stun? Are they gonna prolong the game? Let's see how this is gonna go.
Exactly. Here we see the DC coming through the full weight bar. Yeah, I mean, I'm at least glad that this happens at the moment that the game is already decided.
Yeah, when the game is already decided. So we don't really have to. Okay, so the game is still playing through the pause, which is insane.
Insane mechanics. Nah, it's
all right. Okay, so is the game already decided, or what is going to happen right now?
We've seen the same happen on the America's Cup, and there they actually had to replay the game, but it was still at a stage where one person had a benefit over the other, but the game was not decided yet.
It wasn't decided, but now we hear that the game went to boss, so it's not going to be a replay.
Exactly.
The game went to boss, so well played both Blue and Boss. A 1-1 game, gonna go to a third game soonish.
Exactly. What are they gonna do?
The problem here between Blue, like this game, was that Blue wasn't speed tuned against that Vanessa. Like the Oki was pretty fast, but with that Shina being on Swift, I think it wasn't Swift. It went in between the Daphnis.
I think the biggest problem from Blue here this game was that he didn't have will. If he didn't
have will, exactly.
If he had full will, he would have won this game very easily.
Yeah, he could have gone immunity last pick or something.
Yeah. For example, on his last pick, we would have picked Pisama Wusa.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a hard ban for Boss's side.
Yeah. So here we're gonna go back to the game just to show you guys that
how Boss is finishing it off.
Yes. All right, auto games. Let's see. All right.
Yeah, we know the outcome. Boss wins.
Yeah, the outcome. Like it's just to give us something to show you guys, content, you know.
Exactly. Right. We want to see the 1-1 there.
Yeah. So the 1-1 will hopefully be updated now, or talking nonsense right now. There we go. 1-1, and the Lightning Emperor shouts out in victory.
Actually,
nice to see that.
The Pisama is not looking like it's defeated. It's looking like I'm so gonna take revenge on you.
I mean, is that his defeated pose? Is that his defeated pose?
It looks like.
Almost like he's still...
He's ready to go.
Yeah, he's ready to go, like madness.
Exactly. For this last match again, Boss will have the first pick. I don't dare to guess on pre-bans or on picks during the game.
Maybe Blue is going to surprise us with the Oberon last pick here. I just have to push it. Hopefully he's listening to what we're saying. Blue, please play the Oberon.
Give us an Oberon.
Give us an Oberon. Come on. No, but like they're both playing pretty.
Actually, in some sort of way, Oberon might have been a better choice than Daphnis, since he has the ignore damage. Mm-hmm. And especially if you combine it with the Genny, you can just reset the Genny, reset the Oberon. You can just keep the cycle going.
Exactly. However, the problem wasn't that he couldn't. The problem was Blue couldn't get a turn because Shinev stunned them all.
Yeah, but the same for the first match.
For the first, yeah. I mean, he probably just wants to save it up, you know, not let everybody know that he has the Oberon.
Exactly. Here we go to the third and deciding match between Boss and Blue for a spot in the winner or lower bracket.
Yeah. So whoever wins this game is gonna face Darkroid in the winner bracket, and
exactly.
The next and the loser here will go through the lower bracket.
And we'll have to face Flippity.
Yeah, they're taking their time right now. Hopefully there's no DC issues here, and they're just taking their time. All right, bans the Okeanos. Boss knows that he cannot outspeed that Okeanos, so he's just gonna take that threat away from him.
Exactly. Blue banning out the Triana. Is Boss gonna go for a first pick Hathor here again, or is he just gonna take this Vanessa?
Honestly, I would go for the speed game.
Yeah.
I would go for the speed game. Like, take Vanessa. Exactly.
Here he goes.
And probably gonna take Genny Hathor.
Exactly.
Now, in Boss's case, I would go full balls blazing. Just go on the full offense and pick like really strong single nuke. Oh, there we go, another Clara.
Another Clara. That means
Clara.
that China Martina is gonna come out again.
Yeah.
Most likely.
All right. Yeah, it's gonna be that. So, and if it's gonna go China Martina, I presume that Blue is going to ban the China.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, and he's gonna let Boss take the first turn, and it depends on if Clara can land some stuns. It's not a lot of control from Boss's side if he's gonna go with the twins.
Exactly.
Since,
There's no healing on his side either.
No.
There he goes with the protection on the Wusa and Shiho, the water monkey. Is Boss gonna go for the twins here?
I mean, Shihu and Wusa would be an issue for Boss to deal with if he's gonna go with the twins. So he goes with a Juno. All right, pretty nice to see that. I think we have seen many Juno games.
So he's going anti-CC.
Ooh. Okay, so he has double AoE strip and a potential control with the Virad. Exactly. So most likely going to see a ban from like either going to ban Gani or have.
I'm also not that sure whether that Virad was a pick he wanted to choose, since the timer went out, and on Blue side we saw he also only had 15 seconds to pick his last monster, which is the
hopefully it's not some kind of DC connections. Well,
I hope so not, Ian. I hope so not that it's not happening either, but we never know.
Not sure about the resistance lead from Clara, but we'll just have to see. Who's gonna get the first turn here? Let's see how fast that Clara can be. If the game loads.
Yeah, I'm afraid there are more technical issues here.
Yes.
Because usually this game just loads indirectly.
So seems like it's some kind of delay, but we're back into the game. All right, so the Clara is pretty fast here. Can he land some stuns? Can she land some stuns?
She lands 2 stuns. And
on the Gani, yeah, and the Shihu.
Actually gets 3 strips as well. Wusa just going back with the immunity and the shield.
This is pretty nice. Now Juno can just predict the future. Exactly. And let's see what's gonna happen. Who is he gonna provoke? The monkey. All right, is he or she going to land the strips? That is pretty good. So now we can just go with the freeze. Nice. All right.
Goes for the freeze with Ferrat, gets it. Also reduces all the attack bars. And now it's just focusing on that monkey.
Doesn't land the defense break from Flame Shot.
Where are you gonna reset here though? He's resetting.
Yeah,
that's Ferrat.
Oh. Alright.
Gets the fire.
He could just heal up the Wusa, I would say. Almost, but no, actually, that's a good choice as well.
Goes for the monkey. We know on boss side he needs to kill that monkey. Then it's pretty much game over. All the damage on blue side is the monkey.
Yeah. Okay. So it seems like the Wusa laps the Josephine. I was unsure if the Josephine would go before the Wusa or not. So
So he reset the Wusa with his Gani. Now he gets the Wusa turn, gets back up the immunity. And I don't think there's still 2 turns of this. Yeah. Juno to remove it.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to deal with Lucia with a double sleep.
Exactly.
Gonna go for Clara. He has no strip. He has to hope for a proc right now, and he gets the proc. What is he gonna deal the damage to the Shihu? All right.
He strips the Shihu, gets the provoke on it as well. And the shield gets the stun, but Josephine comes out again, gives a new shield to the whole team.
And gets another proc. Okay, we're seeing insane amount of Josephine.
Exactly.
Like, however, Lucia can just heal up the monkey, and Lucia gives. I'm not sure how much ATB boost it gives. Seems like almost 30-45%.
Exactly. Completely heals up
for a Virad proc here. Doesn't land the proc.
Completely heals up the Monkey again. Monkey did not go for the stun here.
No, I'm pretty unsure why he didn't go for the AoE stun.
Probably doesn't.
And he gets the crucial proc from Gani. Now we the Varad.
Yeah, I think he kind of has to go for the Ferrari, right? Yes, he does it. Reduces the attack bar.
That's freeze, and now we can just sleep the Clara.
Exactly, he gets the freeze. He decides to heal up with the monkey though.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He feels comfortable enough to do whatever he likes right now.
Exactly, and that monkey almost killed that Josephine there. Josephine just alive, and now being killed by the Wusa.
Yeah. It's gonna be. I would almost say that this is a game-winning turn for Blue, since he has he has the Clara and Juno to against the triple water, which will be pretty hard to deal with.
He can pretty much just control that Verad here with the Ganymede. Slowly,
to be honest,
slowly kill off that Josephine.
I think Blue can just hit the auto button and just relax. It's almost at that point.
Yeah, but of course it's a tournament. You don't do that.
You have to show the respect, of course.
You have to.
All right. So, what can he do? Is he gonna do the predicted future and doesn't strip everybody?
Only
it's an 80% strip, so can't really expect it to strip that much.
Yeah, but he needed a full strip there.
Yeah.
That's Verad is just continuously CC'd, and now that monkey can just do damage again. Nearly killing Vera to half HP, and that Wusa just reset again, can just shield up again, and Blue is sitting there carefully behind his immunity and his shields, slowly killing off every unit of boss.
Yeah. So the matchup will be that boss is going to the lower bracket in this case, where he has to face Validity, and Blue is going to face Darkroid. It's going to be two exciting fights there as well. So like it's just fun to see. Like every single one of these players are so strong, and they're all on equal terms.
Yeah,
like, all on equal terms.
They could have all been in the last match. So here we see it now. If he finishes off this Verad right now, Blue officially going to the second round in the winner bracket.
Yes. Well played, both Boss and Blue. They were, as I said, all equal terms, but in this case, he had double fire to deal with the triple water team, which almost I could say that he couldn't stand a chance to that as soon as he killed Josephine.
Exactly. What I'm a bit surprising about is that Boss seemed to go like to a very anti-CC route, so he went with the Josephine Juno, but he still banned out the Hathor. I mean, normally if you want to keep that one, if you want to go anti-CC, you keep the Hathor in there because that Hathor is not going to do anything. Now Juno was all good for basically stripping the second shield from Wusa, but the turn order on Blue side was way faster, and he had the Gani to reset, and he had the Gani to reduce the attack bar on Boss's side. So he couldn't keep up with the strips.
I know. The problem here was that he had Gani Hathor, Blue had Gani Hathor, and he had triple water. So on Boss's end, just to be fair to him, he had very hard decisions to make there. Like, what was he gonna ban? Was he gonna let through the Gani Hathor or ban one of the water units? Like on his end, it was pretty hard to deal with. Like on that specific banning phase. Either way, even if he banned the Gani or even if he banned one of the water unit, Juno and Josephine, they are anti-CC, but they wouldn't do too much against that kind of a draft. So I would say at the drafting phase, Boss was lacking a bit against Blue's team.
Yeah, definitely. Like on the draft, Blue had the advantage.
Yeah, even if Boss went with the anti-CC, Blue had too much damage output and too much CC to deal against even a Juno and Josephine. So It was a really hard drafting phase for boss in this case.
Yeah, but then maybe if I was boss, I would have just went all for it and then just put those twins in.
Yeah.
Instead of going with the judo at the end.
Yeah. Full offense. I would have loved to see that.
Yeah.
But anyways, so Blue is on to face Darkroid, the King of the Kings. And then we have boss after the break gonna face Velipity.
Exactly.
Yeah, as I said, I have to root for the Nordic part of the the region, because that's where I'm from. But as I said, they're all equally strong, so it's gonna be hard to tell who's going to win. I really can't tell right now who's gonna win between them.
Exactly.
All right.
Here we see the bracket again. So here we see again Darkroid winning 2-0 against Velipity, and Blue winning 2-1 against I'm a Boss.
Mm-hmm.
And so we see the next match will be Darkroid versus Blue, and the winner of that match will go to the European finals. The loser of that match will proceed to the lower bracket and will face the winner of the match between Velipity and Boss, and have another chance to get that ticket to the European finals in Paris. Are you planning to go there? Actually, I
have to. I really have to. It's too like, why wouldn't I? I must. I must. So
exactly. So sadly for the European finals there is no audience, but for the world finals it's like a must go, right? There's an amazing location. I don't know exactly what I can say here, but I know there will be tickets available to go to the world finals.
Yeah.
And definitely, if you can, it's an amazing experience. I really love to go to these events, and I wouldn't want to miss it.
Yes. So I wouldn't miss it as well. So to that extent, just to like let everybody know, I won't miss it.
So we will see the brackets again. The signing match from the winners: Darkroid versus Blue and Velipity versus Boss.
Mm-hmm. So honestly, Darkroid had absolutely not too much of a trouble facing Velipity, as we can see on the numbers. Boss gave Blue some trouble in the second game, but Blue recovered in the third game to win the whole thing. Now we're gonna be facing. Now Darkroid is going to be facing. Let's see how strong both of these players are against each other.
Exactly, and basically like we just said, but Blue versus Darkroid could potentially also be a European final match. Yeah, that's how high up these guys are. So on this way, I'm not making any guesses or assumptions that who is the upper hand. I think it's really a 50-50 match.
In terms of room quality, I would say they're on equal terms. In terms of monster box, I would say they're on equal terms as well. Since Darkroid has the T-Online, Blue has the Fairy King family.
I think the only difference there is that Darkroid is more limited to like 8-9 picks, which he generally rotates through. Being them Vanessa, the Hathor, the Genny, the Okeanos, the Tianlang. He really likes to pick those monsters. And Blue is a bit more like, okay, he can go very tanky, he can go very CC heavy, he can go turn 1 cleave. So his box is a bit more wider. So it's a bit harder to guess which route Blue is going to go.
Yeah, I mean it's not necessarily a bad thing for Darkroid, since if he is really comfortable with what he's playing with, that might just leave him with no vulnerability. So like if he's strong with his team, he would know how to play against Blue. But yeah, as you said, it's all about how many counter picks you can do. If you can counter pick if Blue is going to draft something that Darkroid doesn't have a counter pick to, that is going to be an issue. But I don't think both of us I'm not sure what Darkroid has except for the T-Online, to be honest. So but T-Online is a strong unit. pick in either.
Let's see. We will see what's happening.
Yeah.
For the viewers, after this match, there will be a small break. I also heard some rumors that there will be codes coming up soon, so make sure to pay attention to that. Also, let me remind you guys, please fill in the raffle as soon as possible if you want to join in, because that one is generally closed very early on after the stream. So just do it whenever you have time, whenever you can. Fill it in. It only takes a few seconds. We are actually gonna do that in our break because we don't want to miss out on the goodies.
So yeah, if anyone knows me in personal life, just send me a message, okay?
Exactly. So don't miss out on those. They're coming out soon, or the raffle is already out there. The links are there. The mods on all the streams are posting them in the chat as well. On YouTube, they are in the description of the channel. So you shouldn't be able to miss them. And as what I've seen, they're already being shared on all the groups, on the Summoners War groups. So make sure, fill it in. And on Monday, they will announce on the social media channels who are the winners of the raffle. Alright, there we go. Blue versus Darkroid.
Alright, so Darkroid knows that Blue has a really fast key, so he bans it right off the bat.
Exactly. Darkroid having the first pick, so Blue is thinking like, okay, we ban out the Hathor because we've seen him use Hathor as a first pick a lot. So Darkroid's probably going to go with Genny here. Blue directly countering with a Vanessa that Darkroid is using very often as well.
Picking the Wusa early on, that's...
I don't know what to think of that, to be honest.
Not me neither. I mean, it could be a really, like, I've seen some players damage deal, so a crit damage would, so it might just be some kind of that pick, but it's also a preemptive pick versus, the Clara, maybe. You really want the shield and immunity versus a Clara, so...
I think Wusa is more of a counter pick, like you would pick Wusa on the last pick to get double immunity, exactly. Or so he's directly already going for the immunity, so he kind of has to go double immunity here, or go some Bastet fast cleave comps. There's the Daphnis again.
Yeah, that Daphnis, as we've seen before, is a really Daphnis. Nessa let through and the Daphnis, so I almost say that the Daphnis will be going first turn, maybe like after Wusa.
Exactly, Darkroid pulling in some protection here, going for that Triana.
I think we're gonna see a Tian Lang from him. Nothing that screams pick me, Tian Lang, pick Tian Lang. It's correct. Not at all.
Do we see a Vertical maybe? Yeah, there it is.
See a Vertical. Which is not a bad pick.
I'm not sure about that Triana pick there though, because he kind of picks Triana to counter Daphnis, but there's no second Vanessa to protect that. So, actually Blue going for the Triana ban, Darkroid countering with a Verad ban. So Blue is gonna go get turn 1. He has the speed lead. Goes up with that Wusa, and then we're gonna see how much magic that Clara can do this match.
Alright, so that as I said, that is a really fast Daphnis. However, he doesn't land the strip or the defense break, so let's see if Clara can do some magic here. Lands the stun on and strip on Vanessa.
Actually, Darkroid not really will heavy here.
No.
Ooh, that Lucia's doing work here. First 2 turns sleeping that Barbaric King, and then going for a freeze on the first.
Oh man, that Clara is doing some work, like real work.
Yeah, Genny resetting the game.
Also, the Lucia has the sleep up again. It's Hathor in disguise.
Exactly. He procs again, gets another freeze on further hill. Just sleeping the whole team of Darkroid here.
So if Verd and Adri can get their mojo running, unless Lucia's gonna freeze one of them, which she freezes
again.
Insane. Okay.
And she procs again.
Insane. Yeah.
She freezes again. She's like 100% freeze rate. 100%.
She does have 100% freeze on the first skill. So.
But she's landing everything right now, and she's proccing
I know.
every single turn.
Yeah, doesn't unless Gani can get a proc, which he doesn't. I would say that Gani might be dead right now.
I know, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, because that Vanessa is already reset by Getty. So here we see the Deafness die, and I don't think Dark Void is in that much of a bad spot here.
To be honest, you are true. However, the Elucia is insane, as I said.
Gets the kill on there, on the Aegir. Yeah, now it's going to be very hard to recover from Dark Void.
Yeah, I don't think Dark Void has anything to answer to that. To be honest, I think the Elucia could have soloed the whole, all three of them, because she's so strong. She can really manage that kind of a pull.
Exactly, but the Elucia is just destroyed Dark Void here. I mean, every freeze is landing, every sleep was landing, and he was proccing every single turn in the first 3 or 4 turns.
Mm-hmm. Well played, Blue. That you have an insane Elucia. I gotta give.
Exactly.
Insane Elucia. It's almost as if you've given it a triple violence set. Like so strong. There was not much Dark Void could have done against that.
Exactly. I think this game was very much decided by the Elucia.
Yes, it was. As I said, Hathor in disguise. And the freeze is like, to be honest, I am really scared against that freeze. That freeze is always gonna land. It is only whenever I've faced it myself personally. It has only missed when I have a 100% resistance unit. But even then, she can land that freeze. Yeah. It's such a strong first skill.
And the freeze is it cannot be resisted, right?
No. The sleep.
The sleep, sorry, the sleep. Yeah. On turn 3, on skill 3. So it's a very strong unit, and we've seen Blue use it in the last match as well. And but in this match, it was very much deciding.
It was pulling its weight. It was pulling its weight.
Exactly, like and really, especially already directly early on in the match. So Dark Void didn't really have time to recover from that, because I think actually at one point it was 3 versus 3 and Dark Void wasn't in it that much of a bad spot. So if that wouldn't have happened at the earlier of the match, I still had to see if Blue could take out the win on this match. Yeah.
However, with the problem here was that Blue removed the cycling from Dark Void, so he disabled both Verd and Aegir right off the bat. So sure, he could have maybe recovered, but like as I said, I've seen some games where Elucia could have 3 of them. But it's up to speculations, you know, up to speculations.
Exactly. We don't know, but maybe we'll see in the next match.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a lot of people starting to build Claras and Elucias.
Yeah, I was actually already building my Clara.
Oh really? I don't have skill ups. Maybe we can get some skill ups from these codes that will be given today.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah.
Here we go back to the second match with Blue winning the first one. Last round pre-bans from Blue side, pre-banning the Hathor, Dark Void pre-banning that Okeanos. They both like to use both monsters, so they might even switch it around now.
Yeah. We'll have to see. They're taking their time. So, okay. Like, he sees the threat.
Yes, exactly.
And going to remove it. And Blue takes away the Vanessa, giving him less chance of outspeeding Blue.
Exactly. Blue directly going with that Hathor. He already knew beforehand that Hathor was mine. Dark Void countering with the Okeanos and Ganymede.
I mean, Dark Void don't want to let Blue have the Gany Hathor. So,
exactly. Nobody want to leave that comp.
no, nobody wants that. It's too much of toxicity. Picks the Wusa and Fran. Goes with the double immunity. Takes a Triton and Ethna. That is not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, counters with the Antares, which is also a good counter, I would say.
Yeah, they're just countering each other right now.
Yeah, they're countering. Just countering. Brings the Diana as well.
I actually have to admit, I really like that Diana pick here. I'm just a bit surprised that Blue really goes. He really early on he already goes with the Wusa picks.
With the Munich. Okay, so we're having some kind of difficulty right now.
Yeah, we're seeing there's.
All right, so Blue has been disconnected. We'll be reconnecting in about 30 seconds, hopefully. So, what do you think of that Diana pick? You said you are very, very intrigued about that Diana pick. Why? Would you care to explain?
I like it there because Dark Void is really going on for I need to get the first turn. He's going with that Triton there. He's going with the Okeanos, and that's just going to boost that Diana. And he doesn't really have damage on his side yet. So that Diana is going to wreck things. And if he's banning the Diana, he still has the Antares to go against a non-immunity on the Dark Void side. If he gets the one proc at the right moment, it's over.
Yeah. All right, seems like we're back. Yes, seems like we're back here.
We're back in here. And on Blue side, he can just protect himself. He has the Hathor to go for the sleep.
But the Tian Lang is picked into that Diana as well. I don't think, to be honest, I think that Ethna might deal a lot of, damage.
Exactly. I'm a bit surprised that the Blue is going there for the Tian Lang ban. Since Ethna is pretty much the only damage that Dark Void has on his side. But now he does have the Diana, which can go free and just do Diana things and nuke things down.
Let's see if he lands the whole strip and pushback. Doesn't land the pushback on Wusa, which is very unfortunate for. Very, very unfortunate for Dark Void. Yeah, so can he land this reset on the Hathor? Doesn't land the reset on Hathor. All right,
and there we see
in a really bad position right now.
There we see Diana taking the turn. He's afraid to move so that the Edna will go in between. So he goes for the stun, which he misses. Well, actually, he glanced the Hathor. He actually stunned him, and now he can just reset the Hathor.
I don't think he really has to reset Hathor right now. He could just push back, which he doesn't land, but he has the OPC.
He gets the full strip there. Okeanos, a full stun.
What's crucial here right now is if Hathor can proc. That's the most crucial part. Yeah. He didn't. She didn't.
She didn't.
So she's going to be reset right now. And here's what we're gonna see: some insane magic from Ethna. Okay, we're gonna see some insane magic from Ethna. Just see, guys. It's too much damage output from Ethna's side.
And together with that Triton, still stopping the skills on the Blue side. That Genny just resetting in there, giving him more attack bar, resetting that Okeanos for more stuns actually. And meanwhile, that Edna just keeps doing Edna things.
Yeah, wreaks havoc. And that Diana is poof. And Oki could just land the stuns. I feel disgusted against a Ethna. I would never leave a Ethna through because she can deal a lot of stuff. And you can never know if she's on Despair or Violent build. I've seen some Ethnas with Violent build just solo hold for team.
That's actually why I'm surprised that on Blue side he decided.
Didn't go for that ban.
Yeah, because if he would just ban out that Edna, there wouldn't be that much damage on Dark Void side. And if he gets that second immunity up there, he's quite safe out there.
Anyways, 1-1.
1-1 exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's the mistake that Blue made here. If he would have banned that Edna, he would have had a way bigger chance to get this game.
And the scary thing here wasn't that Tianlang wasn't going to be that scary since since Blue really didn't get any turns with Diana anyways. So so I'm a bit question marked at the moment why why he banned the Tianlang.
But that's also like because Blue went with a double immunity very early on. Like that's why I don't like the Wusa pick very early on. So it doesn't really matter whether he would have banned Edna or Tianlang because they're both strippers. So in the end, the control on that Hathor would have most likely been there anyways, even with the Tianlang. Just the damage output after that on the Edna is just way too high.
Too much. Anyways,
and like you said, the only way he could have recovered is at that one moment where the Hathor was stunned and Darkroyd didn't have any immunity up. He was fully open to a Hathor sleep. If he would have gotten the fire proc at that moment, he could have recovered there. But then still,
it was too much for Blue to deal with. As soon as he on Darkroyd's side, speed tuning, he had everything on his end to counter Blue's team.
Exactly. So we'll be going to that deciding match to see who will go to the European finals.
I'm not sure why we're not seeing any Oberons. I really want to see Oberon. Blue. Come on, man.
Blue, listen to us. Come on.
All right.
It might be his last match.
It might be his last match for the greater good or bad. Who knows?
Let's see.
All right.
There they are going on with the last deciding match between Darkroyd and Blue.
The previous ban was on Elucia and Vanessa. All right. Pre-ban, that is. What would you reckon? What can we tell? What can we tell from the pre-ban?
Well, I think Darkroyd has first pick, so I'm gonna guess that Blue is gonna go with a Hathor pre-ban. Because otherwise Darkroyd's gonna first pick it.
Both of them ban Hathor. Okay.
That's surprising from Darkroyd's side since he has the first pick.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he has something else in mind other than Hathor. Something else that he has cooked up, feeling that it's much more of an improvement for him. So his first pick was Gani. So in this case, he probably just didn't want to face Gani and wanted Gani for himself, and doesn't want to face a Hathor as well. So picked the Gani first turn.
So how is Blue gonna counter? Is gonna counter with that Vanessa?
Yeah.
Vanessa Okeanos.
All right, so I would be guessing that Blue with the Vanessa and Triton, Oki, might be getting the first turn, as we've seen that Oki is really fast.
Yeah, but it's also both they are open for a ban right now. Darkroyd's countering that with the Wusa and the Clara. And he kind of needs Will on that Wusa, otherwise he...
Yeah. Brings the Josephine to counter the stuns from Clara, so I'm guessing we're not going to Clara ban. And since she's a Nat 4, she doesn't have the insane base stats as a Nat 5 would have, so I wouldn't see a Clara ban here.
Okay, Darkroyd is going there. Aegir.
Ooh. Okay, so I would be suggesting a Diana ban on Blue.
Yeah, I think Diana is too much risk here. With 3 water monsters on Darkroyd's side, depending on the ban, of course, but the Chilling, Aegir, and Wusa are just open to Diana. So there it is, Diana, Aegir, ban. So we're most likely gonna see a Blue Okeanos turn 1.
Yeah. I would almost say a full team first turn. Almost.
And no
Will on Darkroyd's side, so lands the stun on everybody, and now Blue has them do anything since Chilling and Clara has been stunned.
Exactly. Ooh, that Clara got 2 hits. Already down to about 30% HP. Darkroid not going for the reset on that Josephine.
Doesn't land the reset on Gani.
Can he kill the Clara here?
Yes.
Kills the Clara there with the revenge of Josephine. Now it's
gone with the win. All right, so immunity is up, but can we see some super action from this Chilling? It's gonna be hard. Like that Josephine has to die if that Chilling is going to be able to do some carrying.
Exactly. It's not looking good for Darkroid right now, but I still see possibilities for him to recover, because Blue doesn't have a lot of damage on his side, and Darkroid from now on he will have immunity up all the time in the shield.
Yeah, I would go for the slow on the Fran exactly. And he could just reset the Vanessa and try to focus. It wasn't that much of damage from the Chilling, even though he had a lot of buffs. Let's see the damage right now. Yeah, it's not a lot of damage from this Chilling.
No, so it's probably a tanky Chilling. But if he can take it up to a longer game, those shields are still going to be strong. But that Chilling is going to do more and more and more damage. Misses the strip, misses the cooldown because of that. On Wusa. Can he strip?
Misses the provoke and strip. All right.
He's missing everything at this moment.
Everybody's missing.
Can he get a sleep? He's also missing the sleep.
Everybody's missing. All right.
Just buffing up with that Chilling again. Darkroid definitely aiming at that very long game.
Yeah, and it seems like now he has immunity. Just ventilate the immunity as well. So and he has too much buffs for Oki to land that that reset. So it's gonna be almost impossible. A really low chance of him landing the reset on anybody.
Exactly. And
that shield is too much to handle as well.
We don't see a lot of damage on that Chilling, so we kind of already know that it's probably a tanky Chilling. But it's like Blue, as of right now, he's not really sure where he should go for. He's continuously switching targets. First he went for Wusa, then he went for Chilling, now he's going for the Ganymede.
But just looking at it, at this from the shallowly, really, it almost looks into to be in the favor of Blue.
Blue doing some serious damage on that Genny here, and if that Genny goes down, it's going to be very hard to recover.
And even Fran is going to dish out some insane damage the longer the game will go.
Exactly. The moment that Genny is not there anymore, the shields are gone, and it's going to be very hard. But now this Chilling is starting to do damage as well. He's going for the heal instead of the shield.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the heal, why he went for the heal. And lands the provoke, might be able to finish the Ganny as well right now with that non-glancing first skill.
And he crits. Kills the Genny there. Now it's kind of Chilling versus...
No, she doesn't. So, I think if he... Oh, alright, so the Fran is dead.
Which helps Darkroid's side quite a lot. So now... Still goes for the strip on
Lance is done. Alright, so I'm thinking we're probably gonna see Chilling die off here.
Yeah.
It looks to be in the favor of Blue right now. Yes, Blue will be taking this.
It's very deciding on that proc there. It was very key.
Yeah.
Without that proc, maybe Chilling could have gotten the kill on that Josephine the next turn, and with a new shield and new immunity from Wusa, could have survived a bit longer. But
yeah, I was surprised of the lack of damage from Chilling, to be honest. It wasn't enough damage to follow up and kill anyone on Blue's team until this very moment where Fran died. And,
exactly.
All right, so
yeah, we're just seeing Blue finish it off here. He already won the game. He got his spot in the European finals again. Last year he also played. I think in round 1 he lost against the winner of the tournament, DGP, in the first round, which was a very close match.
It was very well played, both Darkroid and Blue. Blue will be continuing to the Europe Cup finals, which will be very nice to see. He has been playing really well this group stage. Exactly. Darkroid is still not out. He's going to be facing the winner from Velipity and Boss.
And Boss, yeah, exactly. Again, I already want to go towards like Velipity versus Boss. Like, what are the chances? Who's gonna take the win there? But again, just today, I'm not gonna make any guesses because most likely they're gonna.
You know what?
Anyway.
We're not gonna make any guesses at all. Like on any tournament, like on any group stage. Okay, next group stage, I won't have any guesses. Except I will just tell that I think that I have one favorite. So, but I'm not gonna spoil it right now.
Yeah, your other Swedish brother. Sadly here you won with Sweden versus the Netherlands.
Yeah. So representing the Swedish flag, Blue will be continuing to the Europe Cup
on 7th September in Paris.
Yeah,
exactly. So after this match we will have a small break of about 10 minutes, which can start any moment right now. And after the break we will come back with I'm a Boss versus Velipity, and then the winner of that match against Darkroid. And of course, stay tuned for codes. Make sure to enter the raffle. The raffle will be closed very early on after the stream, so do it whenever you can. On Monday they will announce the winners of the raffle on all the social media channels, on Instagram, I think Facebook as well. The Russian Facebook, I keep forgetting the name, but I'm assuming the Russians are on the Russian stream, so it's not that bad. And you can see the winners there, who won what. They're announcing it on Monday. For some extra goodies in the raffle, and the codes will come out very soon. Yeah, like every stream we will have 2 codes. One with the energy and mana, and one with the mystical scroll. Yeah. Here we see the bracket again, and congratulations to Blue on proceeding to the...
Well deserved.
Yeah.
Really well.
Well deserved, for sure. 2-2-1 matches, they were both close. There we see.
And there we see the banner. So, well, as Chris has been telling us right now, we'll be having a break soon, and after that break, we'll be having Velipity versus Boss, and the winner of that will face Darkroid and continue to that. Whoever will win that fight will continue to the Europe Cup. I have been hearing some concerns about my microphone. I will be fixing that hopefully after the break. So there won't be any stuttering after it, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll make sure to look at that in the break. And yeah, it should be starting any moment right now. There we see the bracket one more time. We see Velipity losing 2-0 to Darkroid in the first match. Blue winning 2-1 against Boss in the second match. And then the deciding match to go to the European finals is won by Blue, 2-1 against Darkroid. And we'll see Velipity fight Boss in the next match. And there is the first code already out there. E for energy. Use it for Android users. Go to the events tab in the game. Scroll all the way down, redeem your code. Exactly. And on the iOS users, there is a link. If you open the link on your iOS device, it will directly open Summoner's War and give you the goodies in your treasure chest.
Yeah, spam it.
Hello and welcome back everybody to the Group Stage C from the SWC2019 Championship Europe Cup. I'm Chris Shizzle, I'm here with Taki. If you're just tuning in, we already had three exciting matches actually, where we seen Blue go on to the European finals by winning from Darkroid in the last match, and we have seen Philly and Boss both lose. Darkroid winning the first match against Philly and proceeding to the next match against Blue. Boss losing the first match against Blue, but they both, Philly and Boss, have another shot at going to the European finals. They have to face each other now, and the winner between Boss and Philly will face Darkroid, who just lost against Blue.
Yeah, like every single one of these fights are like, it's hard to determine who will win against who. Like everybody is equal in every aspect, I would almost say. It's all about the drafting. I would say that the key here is that they draft accordingly. That's the key. Like, I think everybody has a counter pick to whatever they're going to play. Hopefully, I'm not sure. But
exactly,
that's always the key. You know how to draft. You know how to ban. You'll be on a good way to win the fight. But there's always that violent aspect, that violent rune aspect, which nobody can can count for, you know. So we'll just have to see. Even if they can draft accordingly, that violent set can ruin you.
Exactly. Not only violent, as the resistance accuracy checks, they are destroying as well. There's so many opportunities, but mostly on pick and ban phase, you already can see a bit who has the edge. But I think especially on today's matches, most of the times I'm not sure yet who has an edge over who. It's mostly depending. Okay, who has built this monster this way. An example I think in the first match was Boss. Was his further hill going to be swift and get turn 1 or not? If yes, then he would have had a big chance to win. If no, it would have been gone the other round. There are so many opportunities to change runes. That's today is also free rune removal. So we don't know how much they've changed just before the match. Maybe in between they even changed some runes on right now.
There is that possibility. That possibility. But
looking at the last group, actually, we're seeing all the groups here. We've seen in Group A, we've seen Rosit and Shen go to the next round. I think in the end, they've both been the solid winners of that day. Then Group B, we've seen Seishizo and Lucky Q go to the next round. And do you dare to make some guesses on Group D, which we will see 2 weeks later?
On Group D, I will say Obawa's going to win the winner bracket and DGP on the lower bracket. That's my insane theory.
So it's Sweden versus Holland.
I have to represent Sweden. I
have to represent Holland, of course.
Yeah, of course you have to.
No, but Obabo being there, like high-end RTA ladder play for many seasons already. We have seen Sir Polita actually playing last year. I'm not sure actually he played the first year as well. But he's a returning player. He knows how it is to play the qualifiers. He knows how to play the tournaments. Then we have Stoned, which you might know. Last year he also played, but back then he was still called King Hildy.
Exactly.
So I think I remember correctly, he lost the qualifying match against Seishizo for the European finals. And then we have DGP, the winner of the European finals last year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's another strong group. But I still have to admit, this Group C is the strongest of all. Overall.
They are. Yes, overall, this group is probably one of the strongest. But I would say the next group might be a more exciting game for me personally, because Obabo has been boasting about winning. So I just don't know. He has been boasting about winning every time we bring up SWC. So let's see if he can put his word to test,
He's confident, right?
He has this insane amount of confidence. So we'll have to put it out to test.
Exactly. Let him show it next week.
Oh,
It's
gonna be in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Sorry, excuse me.
Exactly.
Actually, Obaba never played on any European finals, right?
No, he is not.
Last year in the qualifiers he played, but I'm not exactly... I think he was last 16 and he lost the deciding match to go to the European finals. So, there are guys, they have the upper hand on him on the experience. But we know him. He's a very strong player on EU. One of the one, I think already out there in the top 100 since season 4 or something.
Yeah. Alright, so we have the group stage again, if you want to go through it again, Chris.
Yeah, we have the summary here. So in this tournament, we have the top 16 players from season 8 and 9. From both seasons, the top 8 players are playing. Actually, the top 7 are playing, and the top 2 players which played in the European Cup, the World Cup finals last year, which were Shen and DGP, automatically qualified to the European qualifiers. We have 4 group stages. Today is Group C, so the third groups. The top 2 players will continue to the European finals, which are on September 7th, where the top 8 players from Europe will compete for one of the 2 spots in the World Finals on October 26th in Paris. And the Europe Cup is in Paris as well, by the way. Sadly, the Europe Cup is not with an audience, but for the World Finals there is an audience. There will be tickets available, so make sure to follow all the official Summoners War social media channels to grab your hands on one of those tickets to go there. Really, trust me, it's an amazing experience. I would advise any player to go there.
I personally have not had such an opportunity, except for the guild battles that we had in Paris, but I've not been into but not into a bigger one. So I'm looking forward to something like that.
Exactly.
A reminder to everybody: do not forget the raffle. If you haven't signed up for the raffle, do it now. I'm flipping my pen against you right now. Don't forget that.
Yeah, the raffle links are everywhere, right? They are posted in the chats, on Twitch, on YouTube, everywhere. They are in the description chats. They are everywhere.
Exactly. We also have the code right now showing E for energy, so be sure to get that code as well.
Yeah, make sure to use the code.
And spam it to me. Spam it to me, because I will forget.
Exactly. Please give me the link.
Yeah.
So again, for the codes, for Android users, go to the event page, scroll all the way down. You can redeem the code there. For the iOS users, use the link you've seen on your mobile device. It will automatically open Summoner's War, and you will see the goodies in your treasure chest.
And maybe you can get that Nat 5. Wait, no, never mind. This is energy and mana, so you can't really get a Nat 5 from that.
So the next match.
Yeah.
Felicity versus Boss.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. Dare to make a winner prediction?
I think beforehand I would say Felicity, but mostly based on like he's already out there for a very long time. But on the other side, I also know that he's very weak to cleaves. I've faced Felicity quite often, and I was always able to cleave him. And Boss, he has the Martina cleave, so I'm not sure how he's going to respond to that. So then again, that's making it hard. Boss might have combo-wise a bit of an advantage over Felicity, but I think on the pick and ban phase, on the experience, on playing RTA on high level, I think Felicity has the edge. So I'm still going for Felicity here, but it's really like 50.001 against 49% guess here.
He could have also adjusted to the speed game, like to the cleave team. So Felicity can maybe have put out some counters to a cleave team.
Yeah.
I don't know, when was the last time you faced him, to be honest?
Last season. So
he could have actually improved since then when it comes to counter cleave teams. So we'll have to see. Boss is pretty known for using single cleaves, not AoE cleaves. So if that's something that Felicity can counter, then Exactly. Then it's a 50-50 game.
Like these matches, we can make a small guess, like okay, a small upper hand for, in this case, from my side for Philly, but it's just there's no weak player here. There's no player who is just qualified, just got into the top 16. It's like they're all high-end G3 players. Everybody can win against anybody, depending on the RNG of the day, depending on how they keep their nerves under control. I don't know. It's just I don't want to make any guesses.
I mean, there's a reason why we're sitting here and they're playing there. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah. So could have been because of the RNG, or just that they're better players.
Well, it's just that. You know, on the other groups, you mostly see, okay, there's two players who are really high and top in that G3s, and there's two which are a bit lower in G3, maybe sometimes in G2. So then it's a bit more safe to make a prediction, okay, they have the better experience, they have the better box or the better runes, but in this group, it just can be anybody.
I want Felicity to surprise us with a Sean pick. To surprise us with a Julian pick. Like, if Boss is going to go with a single target cleave, which I hope he will be doing that, then Billy has answer to that. He has answers. He could just easily go Vanessa, Triana, and Julian, you know? Vanessa, Triana, Julian, Perna, like a lot of counters against single cleaves. But when it comes to twins, it's hard to tell.
But if you were Philly, the match is starting, by the way. Let me tell you, if you were Philly, would you ban out the Shaina or Martina here?
Depends on what I'm picking.
Like pre-banning.
Oh, the pre-banning. I would probably go for the China if it's scared against the and
What?
he goes for the China.
But we keep forgetting, Felicity actually got the Shiny Martina as well.
Yeah, he did, but he probably doesn't want to face it, you know.
Yeah, so he's going out with the China ban on the first pick here. Boss actually going for a hotter first pre-ban.
No,
First picking
he
that
goes-
Vanessa.
First picking the Vanessa, exactly.
The safe choice.
Yeah, going for that outspeeding, if it's possible.
Exactly, with the speed lead, with the re-5.
Yeah, and really, his favorite unit, according to him, is his Bastet. So we might be seeing some Bastet picks from him. Which,
wasn't it his first Net 5 as well?
It was his first Nat 5 and also his favorite Nat 5. So
Exactly. And there we see Philly going with the Triana, not giving Boss the Vanessa Triana combo. 2 revives, too much to handle. Boss going there for an Okeanos Genny. Well, Felicity actually already has the immunity there from Fran. He's gonna have to pick some damage here. Huh?
Yeah. So Mo Long and Daphnis, that's not bad. That's not bad.
That's some damage.
And I gotta be honest, I've heard Billy actually plays. Let's see what his last pick will be. But I've heard that he plays Mo Long Rakumi. But who knows? Who knows? We might see that now or forever. Hold my peace, to be honest.
Boss going for the Aegir. Aegir Illusia. Boss have seen the match from Blue against Dark, right? Okay.
He probably ruined his Illusia to be able to use it.
Exactly.
What is this? Sean last pick. Okay.
Okay, there's the Sean.
I didn't call it, but I wanted to see it. All right, that's pretty nice to see.
I think we're gonna see.
Probably gonna use it as a booster in this case. Probably faster than his whole team to give him that edge. Yeah, he bans the Oki probably because of he might be the one that gets the first turn.
Does he go? Does he get the turn 1 though?
We'll have to see.
Is he pure immunity?
That Gani is pretty fast, but he's full immunity.
Exactly.
That is full immunity. Okay. So here's the thing. Boss will be going first. Every single target, every single unit in his team will be going first. So I'm afraid.
Stripping the Sean, reducing the attack bar.
Yeah, goes for the freeze. As I said, 100%.
Freeze. He gets the freeze. Does he lands the death break? He lands the death break. No Vio proc there though. For the kill.
So okay, so Daphnis is gonna go for the kill on Vanessa. And Triana has the heal.
So Molong takes 70% of the health from Vanessa and Daphnis finishing it off here. And then there's still the Triana healing it all up. Full immunity again.
Gets the full stun with the Sean. Man, this is so beautiful to see. This is something. This is something else. He doesn't have to go for the stun exactly. He can just go defense break. He can reset the Sean to get away.
He kind of had to there. Otherwise,
he doesn't want to face that squall.
Exactly.
Right to his face. That's the hard-hitting Triana. He has to go for the sleep on someone right now. Gonna be the Sean.
Felicity trying to control that Aegir.
Okay, that Aegir is dead.
Oh, he got the fire pro, killed it there. It's looking very good for Felicity here. Since Triana still has a passive up, I don't see how Boss can do damage, even do enough damage to get a kill already.
Yeah, it seems to be in the bag for Billy here.
Exactly. He even got the fire proc there and lit up the full team.
It was hard for Boss to deal with that Triana, since Triana could have just easily, when he went for that defense break on Sean, he didn't have anything to follow up with that damage. Like he could have followed up to nuke down the Sean.
But on the other side, Boss was a bit unlucky with the Aegir on the first match, or the first turn, that he couldn't fully regain the attack bar. In the end, that's caused him to not be able to kill that Sean with Vanessa at the end, and that Sean in the end stunned when he got a turn again, gave a full stun, and really decided the match there.
I gotta think back. What was it that Boss banned at Vili's side? I have to think back. What was the ban?
Fran.
It was the Fran.
Yeah.
In this case, I think Boss would have been better off to kill one of the damage dealers, like either the Daphnis, or in this case, Sean is a really heavy damage dealer as well. So
yeah, I'm not really sure, because then still it would have been very hard to kill something on Philipti's side. I think Philipti just really got him on the pick and ban phase on this match.
Yeah. So anyways, first game to Vili. Very, very well played. Boss gonna come up and overcome that defeat that he just got? Will he be able to maybe land his twins? Or is it going to be banned? It can't be pre-banned right now, because he already banned the China. Unless he pre-bans Martina, you know?
Well, actually, Philipti pre-banned the China.
Yeah.
So Boss is free to use it right now, unless
Philipti pre-bans the Martina.
Yeah, or Philipti goes for a China pick himself.
Exactly.
I'm actually hoping to see that. Like, okay, this is your comp. You want to use this?
I mean, twins is life. Okay, I gotta be honest with that. I always want to see twins. Ever since the beginning of the group stages, I said it. Give me twins.
Give us twins, guys. Let's see.
Give us twins.
Second match. First one going to Philipti. Second match between Boss and Philipti. Last round, pre-ban from Boss was Hathor and Philipti. Didn't want to see the China Martina and pre-banned the China there.
Alright, bans to Vanessa and bans to Clara. Okay. Alright, so Vili saw that action from the Clara. Seems like she's a threat right now. Like, according to these bans, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a lot of people starting to build these units.
Yeah. Clara is just like a bit less good version of Gianna, no?
Yeah, a bit less good.
Yeah.
A bit underwhelming Gianna, if you would say.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, indubitably. All right, so first pick, Triana from Philippi. Boss responds with a Hathor and Bird. We're gonna see a Fran from Vili.
Most likely. Molor.
And there we go with a Fran.
There's a Fran. That was almost a sure pick, right? Otherwise, I'm a Boss would have picked that.
And it's not only that. Like me personally, I always pick Triana and Fran against a Hathor, and often of the time, I pick other threatening units that they are forced to ban, and I don't ban the Hathor, so it's easy for me to control. Or have immunity up all the time versus a Hathor.
Exactly.
So I seldomly ban the Hathor, and I really hate that unit. So I will always let it through to show dominance. You know.
Exactly. Actually, Philipti
right.
going back with the Molong, Daphnis, Shen comp, and Boss actually countering with the Water Fairy. I don't even know her name.
No, not the Water Fairy.
Fire
Fire
Fairy. Sorry, Fire Fairy.
Isilian. Yeah, it's Isilian.
Pre-awakened version.
Yeah.
It's the second awakened version. It's quite strong. It has the attack bar reduce.
I'm actually wrong. It's Isilia. Yeah. All right. So it's very interesting. I'm very happy about the Sean. Very happy about the Sean.
You got everything. You got a second Sean here.
Yeah, and that is a fast, really fast Ophelia.
Does he go for? Doesn't go for the invisibility buff on himself. Gets a triple strip, but Fran goes in between, brings back up the immunity, gives the attack buff to Philipti's team, and that Sierra just basically can't do anything right now.
Like there's No way to strip anything right now.
Does he go for the stuns? He goes for the stun. Only stuns Vanessa there. Sierra there.
And is he gonna heal and take away the slow from Sean? It seems like that.
Yeah, he does.
Ophelia, is she gonna proc into Cry Threat a second? A second time. Let's see. Hits that, doesn't proc. That's good. That is beneficial to boss.
Yeah, that's a nice invisibility buff there. Since there's 2 double proc on there. Shan having to go skill 1 on her. And now open for the bomb of Sierra.
Yeah.
Bomb lands, can he kill?
Doesn't proc the Triana passive.
Doesn't proc it, so...
So in this case, I would try to... Defense break would be nice on Sierra, but I think she doesn't have a bomb next turn.
Ooh, he gets the stun on that Malong there. Threat buff is back up.
Additional proc. Okay, wait. Fran... Never mind, that Sean is dead.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't see Vilipity recovering from this right now, since boss has too much turn cycling with the bird combined with Ophelia. It's gonna be hard for Vilipity to finish someone off.
Especially if he lands the bomb right now.
Yeah, let's see. Is the bomb gonna land? It does. Okay, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Good play by Amboss though, waiting for that Shan to be low health, then just do the double hit with further heal, proccing the Triana on the first hit and then killing it off with the second hit.
And it doesn't hurt that Ophelia can proc every turn as well. You know?
That's true. I don't think Philly is very lucky on his side this match either.
Alright,
Celia
so
going again for the... Doesn't go for the third skill, but decides to go for the first kill. It gets the stun on Fran.
I mean, boss can just like experiment with missing bombs. Just, you know, it's pretty easy for him to just try out putting bombs on every single target that he enjoys to do. But he will have to rely on that resistance accuracy check that will always fail him. You know?
Yeah, and he's getting so many turns there with this. I think it's a crit rate Sierra.
Yeah, it is. It seems like a crit rate Sierra.
So he's getting so much attack bar from that Sierra, and then that further hill just making that Sierra full attack bar again. Gets another stun. Even though he already missed 2 bombs, he's still controlling the matches.
Yeah. So in this case, Vilipity is just trying to like brain power, like try to think through. Okay, this was something that hurt me in a very bad way. How is he going to deal with it for the next game?
Exactly.
But I'm pretty happy that Billy is actually playing according to how I want him to play, like with the Mo Long, with the Sean and Daphnis. It's really like single cleavish type of a team.
Exactly.
And having the sustain with the Triana is not bad as well. But it didn't help him at this fight. It was too much turn cycling from Boss's side, giving him a lot of Bio procs on Ophelia as well.
Yeah, very nice team there from Boss, and really just not giving Philly any chance to get the overhand in the match.
No. So well played on Boss's side. Will Billy be able to recover from this battle? Can he counter whatever boss played right now?
Exactly. I'm sure he can counter it. He will have to come up with a different team. Maybe he will bring out that Malong Rakuni where you're just talking about.
Yeah, that would be nice to see. Malong Rakuni. Okay, I want to see it right now. Okay,
so Philly's team is already sort of decided, right? He has to pick Malong, he has to pick Shen, and he has to pick Rakuni. The rest he can choose himself.
Yeah. He has to pick everything.
And the Shine Martina.
Exactly. He needs like 2 more spots in his drafting. Maybe we can see like a seven team drafting, you know, in the future. Who knows? Countess might be able to enable that.
Let's see. Again, I'm not making any guesses. Let's just go there. I just want to see this match.
Give us the match. Give us the match.
So yeah, they're fighting in the lower bracket, so there's a lot at stake here. The loser of this match is out of the European Championships, and the winner proceeds to fight Dark Royd for another chance of a spot on the European finals.
I just want to see this fight. Give me this fight.
It's taking a bit of time. I'm hoping Boss doesn't have connection issues again.
Yeah, not sure if that is the case. Maybe they just have to. Like, it's always so in this scenario. The reason it always takes time before the fight is that they have to jump out of the room and jump into the room again, and it can be connection issues in between that. So we'll just have to give them time.
Exactly.
And you guys will have to listen to us and not yawn.
Listen to us asking for more Shan action.
Yeah. I mean, this is the best time for you guys to enter the raffle if you haven't.
Exactly.
All right, now we're back. Now we're in the game.
There we go. The third deciding match, 1-1 between Boss and Flippity.
Last fight was a ban on Clara on Vanessa. Clara, like it's I think have we seen 2 bans on Clara, or is this the first ban we've seen on Clara? Like
I think it's the first pre-ban, and it was banned in another match.
Yeah.
So Flippity going the safe mode, banning that China there, and Boss going to ban the deafness. Getting turn 1, so he'll most likely go for Vanessa.
Vanessa or Hathor? Hathor. There we go. Like when I scrimmed against Boss, he had a really good time versus me when it came to he always won versus me when he first picked Hathor. So we'll have to see how this is gonna pan out.
So Flippy's got to show you the secret to defeat the first pick Hathor team. Countering with the Vanessa Triana combo, double revive out there.
Is Boss gonna pick the Fran, or is he gonna leave it to Willy? Okay, Willy will be most likely picking a Fran right now.
Yeah, Boss going for the Sierra for the hill.
And as I said, otherwise he's gonna go like full nuke. The reasoning behind the Fran would be, if it would pick the Fran right now, is just gonna be easy for him to deal with a Hathor if he's gonna face, as we said, if he's gonna face. It depends on his last 2 picks if he's gonna let the Hathor through or if he's gonna ban the Hathor. But he's most likely gonna let the Hathor through. Like, he has built his team around that Hathor. He has a Vanessa, Triana, Josephine, and a Fran to deal with that Hathor. So I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be on Hathor ban.
Yeah, he's going for the Josephine, so he's going for the anti-CC. So most likely gonna take out the damage or further hill. So
exactly,
I think we're gonna see a Sierra or further hill ban on Boss's side. Flippy's side, I'm not sure yet. Really depending on what he's gonna pick here.
It's a good last pick.
Yeah,
it's a good last pick,
especially to counter the Ophelia. So, those are some quick bans there.
Yeah,
Boss
very quick.
Boss directly.
I would say, in terms of just looking at this pure paperish, I would say the drafting from Willy's side is a bit better. Is what I'm going to say, but as I said, it's all about RNG and who you're gonna target.
Exactly. It also depends on how much is this Fire Fairy, how much is gonna strip from Flippy's side, and that also depends on how much can that Hathor actually do the sleep after that. Flippy just doing 1 turning. There's Will. There's immunity on Ophelia, so there's no use to skill 2. He gets a triple strip.
Full strip.
Wow.
Almost full strip, except for the Vanessa. And he does not land a sleep on everybody. Oh my god.
Ooh, that is killing. Not being able to land that strip on that Triana. That Triana, as soon as it gets a turn, he needs a stun here.
All right, let's see what's gonna happen here.
He gets the
lands
stun.
Yeah, gets the sleep on Fran. Will most likely focus down that Verd. I mean the Vanessa.
Exactly. Gets a fire proc on the Verd, so his whole team is full on attack bar again.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty toxic to face a Ophelia together with the Verd. It's too much turn cycling. So, and he's always forced to target the Ophelia because of the threat state. So, yeah, but okay. So that was the crucial. That was crucial.
He gets a fire proc there on the monkey.
And Verd procs once again.
He only gets a stun on that Verd, and Verd procs again. It's... Let's see, Hathor skill 1. Gets a fire proc. Sleep on. Fran misses the sleep though.
Wants to get away that threat state, maybe. Oh, okay, so if he lands a defense break on Verd and Verd doesn't revenge. And okay, so she could have just nuked him down, but unfortunately he did not land that defense break on Verd, which was pretty crucial for boss not to get that defense break.
Exactly. He lands the sleep though, skill 1 on that Hathor, gets another fire proc, so he has the heal up next turn. Does some extra damage to that further heal.
And the threat state is up again. So he's once again forced to target the Ophelia.
Only with single target hits though. That monkey, I think the monkey has a stun.
Monkey probably has the second skill up again, so we can.
Okay. So he heals up with Fran on the Vanessa, gets a fire proc, gets full immunity on the whole team. That's further heal proccing again, giving so much attack bar to I'm a boss.
It's too much. It's too much to deal with. Like, but seems like Vili's doing pretty okay. Is he gonna land the full strip? Almost lands the full strip, except for the immunity on Triana and Shihu. Will he be missing the sleep now? No. He lands the sleep on both Fran and Vanessa. But Triana has the sleep. I mean, the cleanse can cleanse the Fran. Fran could just heal up the Vanessa.
Exactly. And now, boss has to make a choice. He doesn't want to awaken the Vanessa, but it's hard to pick now. Right? What do we want to go for?
Yeah, he probably just wants to force Fran to put the heal on Vanessa. So he went instead of waking up the Vanessa, he's telling him, "Yeah, sure, okay, wake up the Vanessa, so you can't put attack break on anyone."
Okay, gets the
gets to sleep on the on Shihu and instead wakes the Shihu, which is optimal choice.
Can he get the fire proc? Did not get the fire proc to finish off the further heal. Gives boss another chance with that further heal to get leech some HP, get another turn with Ophelia, get that threat buff up again.
Is he gonna go for that AoE, like not AoE stun, but that second skill that can give him more stuns? He didn't. Alright, so can he strip that threat state? Does land the strip. Pretty high resistance on that Ophelia though.
Exactly. Doing his damage though, and the more damage he's gonna do...
Is that enough to finish off the Fran? No, he goes for the stun on Triana. Proccing the passive of Triana.
Exactly.
I mean Fran before. Anyways, he has the heal up. He could just continue nudging down that Fran to proc the Vanessa passive.
Exactly. Is that monkey gonna move before Ophelia?
Put attack break on that monkey. And he gets a very crucial proc. Alright, so the control is back up. He also has slow on 3 of the most crucial units.
Exactly.
So that is a very optimal, very good proc from Hathor. That was almost a game-winning proc. Let's see how this is going to turn out. Game-changing proc, not game-winning proc, but a game-changing proc.
It might be the game-winning proc in the end. He really needed that proc there. If he didn't have it, that Shihu would get a turn, kill off that further hill, and it would be a very strong position for Philippity. But now the roles have changed.
Yeah.
Boss is just continuously going for that Vanessa. The Triana is on cooldown, so that Vanessa is gonna die as soon as She dies, which happens here by the further hill.
And next one to die is the Fran. So, that was a really crucial proc from Boss's side. That was very, very, very crucial, and he got, it seems like a game-winning proc.
Yeah,
so,
that was the game-winning proc in the end. There's no way Flippy can recover from this because that threat buff is again.
As I said at the beginning of the game, draft-wise, Vili had the upper hand, but you can never count with the RNGs.
I really think that Philly was just literally one turn away from killing that further hill and winning the game. But then that Hatter was like, no, it's not going to happen today. Fire procced out of the stun, got the full sleep on that team, and gave Boss the opportunity to just slowly nuke them. Philly down one by one. Congrats to Armor Boss. Going to the next round, and sadly we have to see Philly
out of the game,
out of the tournament. He lost the second match, which means we won't be seeing him back this year, at least.
No, but he showed up. He gave us very good fights, really good fights. Sean, Mo Long, Daphnis. That is the kind of draft I love.
Yeah.
Especially
on the first fight against Boss, he completely outpicked him there.
Yeah.
He went for the first turn nuke, and he got it off. He killed that Sierra in that first, and then it was already pretty much game, set, and match. But Boss, very nice recovery in the second match. Really. I really think he had the upper hand. The further hill Ophelia combo really did a lot of work for him.
It's too much turn cycling. It was pretty hard for Billy to deal with that turn cycling. It was he could have forced kill someone, let's say the Bird, but with the threat state of Ophelia, she couldn't focus down the Bird. He was forced to focus the Ophelia, and that gave him too much, as I said, turn cycling with the Bird.
Exactly. And he did it again the third match.
Yeah.
Basically did it again, and that combo really, Philly also went for the long game. He really went to go for, Vanessa, Triana. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna protect myself. I'm just gonna wait for that opportunity, snipe one of your units down, and as soon as it's 4 against 3, he's in a very good spot and most likely to win the game. But he was literally one turn away from doing that.
Would you have changed anything from Billy's side, in terms of what he picked or what he would have banned? Would you change anything from that part?
No.
Was the Sierra ban a good ban in this?
I think so, because the match before that you saw the further hill Sierra Ophelia combo. He was just getting turns after turns after turns, and that Sierra was just it missed 2 bombs. I think the second and the third bombs.
But he still won the game.
And it didn't change anything for the game.
No, the outcome was still the same.
Yeah, that Sierra got so many turns because of that. I'm guessing it's a crit right Sierra, so I think it was the right choice to ban that Sierra, to take it out. But in the end it wasn't enough.
No. And here we see the bracket. As we said, Vili is out of the tournament. Anyways, he gave us a really good fight. Really good fight. It was really enjoying. I enjoyed so much watching those fights. Now we have Darkroid versus Boss. Versus Boss.
I'm a bit sad Philly is out. He's a very friendly guy. I had a lot of fun with him last year, so a bit sad he's out. But he is in a group of that, and Boss just did it really good in the second and the third match. Yeah. And I think on the first match it was also Darkroid really having the upper hand in both matches, and sadly, but a deserved win on both matches.
Yeah, it was. So, let's see. Boss likes to play with the Verd. Darkroid has the Tianlang.
Yeah, and they both like to use Vanessa. They both like to choose Hathor on either their first or second picks, or on the pre-bans. So I'm not sure how this is gonna go, but I'm assuming we're gonna see a lot of Vanessa Hathor pre-bans.
And picks.
And picks, of course. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure we're gonna see some birds and Tianlang from Dark Side as well.
Exactly. Here we go back to the overview of all matches today. We've seen the first match, Felicity losing 2-0 against Darkroyd, and the second match, Blue winning 2-1 against Boss. Then the deciding match in the winner bracket was a win of 2-1 from Blue against Darkroyd, and on the lower bracket, Boss won the first match against Felicity. And now we're up for the last match. Darkroyd versus Boss. I'm hearing some rumors already that Boss is getting the first pick. So I'm gonna assume already that Darkroyd is gonna pre-ban the Hathor in the first match.
Most likely. Unless he bans the Vanessa. Who knows?
That's true.
Like it's always like it's been like a recurring thing right now. Like the either first pick Hathor or first pick Vanessa. Like ban Vanessa, ban Hathor. It's that's the major thing we've been seeing throughout this group stage.
Exactly, and then we also have, of course, Boss. He really likes to use the further hill. We know Darkroyd has the Tianlang to counter that, so there might be some different gains. It's going to be different than against Felicity. Again, I don't dare to make any guesses, but I have to go with the Dutch guy here, Darkroyd. The more Dutchies in the final, the better.
All right, so I have to go against you. So we have a real bet. I will go for Boss.
All right.
Yeah. So let's go, Boss. No, but as you said, they're all on equal terms. It's going to be hard to tell who's going to take this win.
And on the positive note, that both players did not compete on the last year or the year before that on the SWC World Championships. So we're going to see a new player, a new face again on the European finals. There we go.
We have the avatars, the Chow from Darkroyd, and we have the... It's hard to tell. It's hard to say his name. Balligir.
Yeah.
It's Balligir, right? Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's hard to say the name.
I really like the explanation from Boss why he really liked the Balligir fusion.
Yeah.
What he wrote to us is that he really liked it because at that time everybody was running Jemire, Katarina, R5, and they were only raiding with people who had Jemire, Katarina, and those raids were so much faster than any other team. They were very solid, and everybody who ran that was just based on progression. They were progressing so much faster than any other raid team. And then when Balligir came out, everybody switched to Balligir Katarina teams, and Boss finally had that team, so he could join in and join the progression like any other of the top players.
Yeah. If you go to for our audience, if you go to channel 65 and you see people type LFKB5, that is the command to join not a command, but that's the what you write if you want to play with Katarina, Balligir, R5, and that is, what is it, like 28 seconds run? That's really time-saving raid.
Exactly. And then on the other side we see Darkroyd with the Chow,
which cannot be used in R5.
That's it can be, but I don't think it's very effective. And I know in the past he used to use Chow a lot in RTA, but Chow kind of got a bit out of meta.
Considering we have Shihu and Ager.
Exactly. And back then the meta was still also the Laika meta, so the double panda meta back then was very strong. Like you had the Molong, the Tianlang, you had the Laika with Chow. You really had like some bruisers type high damage units, which a lot of people like to use, and he was abusing that Chow at that time. But I do understand that at this moment it's not that much into meta anymore, and he's not picking it that often.
Well, maybe we can see it. Who knows?
Okay.
Who knows?
Here we see it. First match between Boss and Darkroyd. Boss having the first pick.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, we're waiting on the pre-ban. I really think Darkroyd is going to go for Hathor pre-ban here.
All right, Boss bans the Tianlang, so he wants to enable the Verd. But he's most likely not going to first pick a Verd.
And Dark Void actually banning the Sierra.
Yeah. He saw that. He saw how crucial that Sierra was with all the misses and no landing of the bombs. That was game winning for Boss, not landing those bombs. So that's why he banned the Sierra.
Exactly, but Dark Void then knows he's gonna get that Hathor against him, so he must have a counter to counter it.
So yeah, we're gonna see some water units picked from Boss's side. Something like Shihu, maybe something like Ager. Goes with Ophelia.
That's not water.
I know. It's almost bluish, but it looks pretty red for me. There we go with the Ager pick.
Yeah, Dark Void starting out with this Vanessa further hill, then continuing with the Fran and Ganymede picks.
Meant to show up. Anyways, you guys didn't see anything. Continuing the game.
Exactly.
Continuing the game.
Exactly.
All right.
Boss bringing out the twins.
Here we go. He brings out the Shina and the Martina. Finally, we can get the twins. Finally. Okay, so he bans the Shina.
That's almost a must ban there, right?
Yeah, it is a must ban. All right.
So
you guys didn't see anything. All right, let's continue the commentating. All right. All right, that is a pretty fast Fran.
Fran, yeah, of course he has a speed lead. Takes turn 1.
Yeah.
Martina.
Ooh, that's some insane damage. Lands defense break as well. But that defense break will be
gone after this round.
Yeah.
Actually, Dark Void is not really heavy on the damage side. Boss going for the sleep here, gets the sleep on that Fran, but Ganymede just resetting the cooldown on Fran so he can later on.
Fran will be able to put up the immunity again.
Exactly, so that Hathor is not going to do anything.
Unless he stuns, which he does not.
It's nuts. Heals up the Vanessa a bit again. Ager probably going to go skill 3 on the Vanessa. Gets a double strip though.
Hathor won't be able to do much right now. And Ophelia seems to be on the brink of destruction. We'll probably not going for the not going to maximize the damage on Ophelia, which
I'm a bit surprising there as well.
I'm questioning that.
Questioning that choice,
decision.
because I think by now it would have been dead, and the reset on the from Genny on the Hathor, so he won't be a problem for a while.
Yeah, but that was a crucial revenge as well. So really crucial revenge. So can Fran get a proc? No, gets no proc. Will that glancing help Dark Void not getting slept?
He doesn't have to worry about that because Hathor is reset by Genny.
That is true. That is true.
So I think now Boss is trying to get that double hit and kill that further hill.
That Vertihill is revenging every time. That's so insane. It's insane. That's so strong. Will that be able to finish off the... Yeah, the Martina is dead.
Martina low, and again, that friend is reset. Got the immunity back up. And it seems to be very controlling on the side of Dark right now. Just killing off the Ager and the game is for him.
Yeah, he's probably contemplating how he's going to turn things around on the next game.
Darkroyd not taking any chances. If that Hathor procs again, he can do the sleep again, not taking any chances. Just killing it off, resetting it. Let that Ager get turns. Won't be enough to kill him anyways.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out, does Darkroyd have two Verts? Like, it feels like one game he had a Violent Vert. I'm pretty sure he had a Violent Vert. I could be wrong. And another game he has a Vert that revenge procs every time.
I honestly don't know, but I haven't seen it fire proc, so...
Yeah, so it's probably a triple revenge or a double revenge something. proccing every turn. Well played.
Well played, Darkroid.
Yes.
Taking the first match, he's now 1 match away from that shiny ticket to the European finals in
the golden
Paris.
ticket.
Yeah, it's the golden ticket. So, how is Boss gonna change?
That twin, like the twin pick wasn't that efficient for him, but that Martina dealt some heavy damage. If only his team was tuned to that Martina, he could have finished off that his first prior target then.
Yeah, but
the Vanessa.
But this is exactly the reason why I don't really like the Shina Martina cleave in this kind of setup, because you have the pre-ban and then a lot of people know how to counter it. You really have to have 2 other monsters next to it which are a must ban. Otherwise, you see what happens now. Darkroid bans out the Shayna, and then it's just that Martina doesn't do a lot. It's more or less a sitting duck which sometimes strips and gets that break on there, but
it's hard to fully utilize a Martina
exactly.
Without the Shina. But in some situations, she could be utilized if it's drafted accordingly and if it's speed tuned accordingly. But not many people speed tune to their Martina. They always rely on the twins being let through, the whole twins team being let through. So if someone bans the Shina, then they remove that decrease aspect of ATB
decrease.
Decrease, exactly. So without that, you're not really speed tuned with your team. So if you don't, as I said, most people don't tune to their Martina. So
exactly.
He didn't have much to follow up after that Martina strip.
Yeah, that's what I really love to see Shina Martina, and I love to see them go through. But I think it wasn't the right pick from Boss at the end. It didn't do enough for him.
I'm blaming that phone call. Okay, that's what I'm doing. All right.
But now we're gonna see Darkroid with the first pick. So I'm gonna guess he's gonna pre-ban maybe the Vanessa and go first pick Hathor.
We'll have to see. We're
gonna see.
We have the game up right now. Exactly.
So the second match between Boss and Darkroid. Darkroid leading 1-0 for his ticket to the European finals.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually, ranking-wise, they're quite close to each other. Only 30 points.
They are. Both ban Vanessa. All right. All right. I would say they're equally fast. That's what I would presume that they're equally fast. Without that Vanessa, we'll have to see who is the fastest guy.
Exactly. Now we see Darkroid first picking that Hathor. A bit as expected. How is Boss going to counter that?
Are we still going to see twins? No, we're not going to see
I don't think so.
All right. So since he's bringing Sierra and Verd,
we're going to see Ophelia.
I will tell you, it's yes, and the for sure ban is going to be the Tian Lang from on Darkroid's side.
Exactly. But Darkroid getting that Genny Hathor, solid combo there right now. Also picking the friend. Yeah. What is Boss going to do?
Ophelia?
Ophelia was a first sure pick. We knew that, but
we need to see some kind of exactly. That is a good pick, the Josephine. But here's the crucial aspect: what would you ban in this case? Would you ban the Tian Lang or the Gani?
I think you kind of. I think he has to ban the Tian Lang because he's too much depending on the AT bar increase on his units, and that's why that combo is so strong. If you take that out, that Tian Lang is going to get so many turns. He's going to get strips. He's going to get stuns.
He doesn't ban the Tian Lang. He bans the Fran. And
he picks a Fire Monkey as a last pick.
Which Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. Let us see how this is going to continue. All right. So, will that Clara be able to strip and stun?
Does he get it? Does he get it?
Does not get anything except on the monkey, which doesn't mean too much.
Directly gets the death break. Bomb on it. Does he detonate it? Of course.
All right. So, here's the thing. He still has Gani Hathor, and he has a Tian Lang, and the Tian Lang can defense break and do some damage to that fire monkey. So we'll be seeing a sleep. But you know what problem? The problem here is he's forced to wake up the Ophelia, but he has reset the Hathor again. So
Ophelia revenges.
Gets the stun, but he also procs. Alright, but resists the pushback. Alright, that is a really well-ruined Ophelia.
Yeah, Ophelia did doing work there. Getting another stun on that Tian Lang there with the Fire Monkey. And at this moment it's going to be so hard to kill that Fire Monkey on Dark Void side. And he has to go for that Fire Monkey first. Just due to the combination that Hathor Ganymede comp on Dark Void side.
Man, that Ophelia has been a really successful pick for boss. It's almost as if it's on, like, what would we say, like Via Revenge tolerance. You know?
I actually didn't pay attention if he had any immunity. He lands another bomb. This is
it's looking pretty bleak for Darkroid. Boss has the upper hand.
This one is in the pocket for our boss. There's no way Dark Void is recovering from that.
Nah.
I used to play Gani Hathor or Tian Lang myself very often, and the moment you face some Fire Monkey come, you have to kill him early on, and you need something next to that Tian Lang. So you need a Tian Lang death break, you need something next to that to kill it off. Otherwise, it's a very hard game. You don't have any healing, you don't have sustain, so that monkey is going to do bad damage, heal with his second skill. It's very hard to actually get the win if you don't kill that monkey early on.
No, it's going to be very hard. And it's fun to see, to be honest, it's fun to see units like the Fire Monkey being used in the group stages.
Exactly, and actually we see I'm a Boss very successfully using the Sierra, Ophelia, and Further Hill combination.
Yeah, it's a pretty toxic combination. It's a really, like, he has a high success rate with that. It's I think it's 100% success rate for Boss in this.
At least today it is, and
yeah, today. Yeah, so
it's not
fairly successful team for him.
Yeah, it's not that much of a common comp either, I think.
No.
So most players are not used to face it, and yeah, he's doing very well with it. And Darkroid has to come up with a solution to counter that. Especially this game, he has to pre-ban, so he can pre-ban the Hathor, he can pre-ban anything.
I'm not sure why Darkroid went with the Vanessa ban.
Yeah.
So
well, maybe from Darkroid side I could understand it, but from Boss side also going for
exactly.
And not going for the Hathor ban. So I'm curious to see if it's going to be the same like in the first match again, that Darkroid is going to go for the Shina ban and Boss is going to go for the Tian Lang ban. But then Boss is most likely going to first pick Hathor again, which gives Darkroid the opportunity to go for Further Hill. So basically by Boss first picking Hathor, there's no use into pre-banning the Tian Lang, as he will most likely be picking the Further Hill, and you don't pick Further Hill and Tian Lang in your own team generally. Yeah. So I think a lot is going to depend on what they're going to use. It's going to depend on what's going to be their pre-ban.
Exactly. So so Vanessa will be used this time.
That's
will be able to be picked. Yeah, exactly. That's the meta for this group stage, as we we've seen that it's been the most banned today. But yeah, not sure how long until the last round will come in.
Yeah, anyways, it's gonna be a deciding match. The winner from this match is gonna go to European finals. The loser is sadly out of the tournament and won't be able to play again until next year, hopefully.
And hopefully we'll see them next year. So, because either way, every single person in this group stage today has been giving it them like their all. So yeah, hopefully we'll see something like a return of both the players who will be losing today. Who will be losing? That sounds so bleak. Let's talk about the people who will win. All right, let's go.
I mean, like, it's already an achievement of being here, right? Exactly. Being the top 16 of Europe. Now we're gonna see the last match. It's 1-1 with Boss versus Darkroid. We see the same pre-bans as in the same as the first match. Tian Lang being pre-banned on Boss's side, and Sierra being pre-banned on Darkroid's side. Yeah. So Boss probably gonna go with that Hathor again, even though it was not successful in this first match. But he does it, and then Darkroid's gonna come back with that Vertihill Vanessa.
Vertihill Vanessa, exactly.
And there we go. And from now on, it can go anyway.
So as we've seen before, like I think if you can utilize the Ophelia, exactly, he will pick the Ophelia. Looks exactly the same as before, so we're getting the same, almost the same draft as the first game.
Yeah, but is that Ophelia so strong against this comp where he has the Vertihill in there? The only thing that Darkroid's changing up, he picked a Fran, he's continuously going on with the Edna. The last match he used that, it was very successful, completely destroying the other team. And on the other side, I forgot the name again, but the Fire Fairy worked really well for Boss.
Yeah, Iselia.
And going with another CC monster, Okeanos.
And we get the Clara again. Like, he is really adamant about using that Clara.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit sure.
I'm a bit surprised by that Clara there. It's I don't know if that's something that I would have chosen. The last match he completely got destroyed by the RNG of the Clara.
Yeah. Doesn't land a stun or strip. Will Ethna go for the second skill? It seems like it does land a defense break on Azure. Yeah. And Darkroid has immunity up.
But he is so unlucky already on this first. He misses all the stuns with the Clara, and then he misses all the stuns with the Edna. Assuming he is on the spare. Gets a death break on that Ophelia though. And on the other side, Boss is landing it all, stripping all the immunity from Darkroid away.
Not sure why he's going for that Ethna. Since he still has the threat state up with the Ophelia, so I would have gone for that to just finish the Vanessa.
Exactly. Clara just trying to strip that Ophelia again, trying to strip that threat buff, but he missed again. So far looking very good for Boss's side. He gets the full stun on the whole team of Darkroid right now. Gets the fire proc. I think the fire proc he didn't really want there. Gets a stun on that Edna.
We'll be seeing maybe a reset on... Okay, so he goes for the reset on the Ethna. Would have expected Fran or something else, but that's okay.
Ophelia doing work again, getting that threat buff up again. And at Celia just slowly destroying that Vanessa.
Man, Ophelia is really carrying this like Boss today. It's really just showcasing how good of a unit it is.
Yeah, I mean, like, we can all see this. Armor Boss is in a very strong position here. I would be very surprised if Darkroid can recover from this, but let's go back to that first 2 turns where Clara didn't strip and stun anything.
Yeah.
3 times 40% chance to stun something. Didn't land. And then the same for this Edna. Didn't land a single stun. That already decided the whole outcome of this match.
Yeah. I mean, Clara made some good points first time he used it. Not sure about her now, to be honest. Anyways, well played, Boss. Also well played, Darkroid. Seems like a win for Boss. Just that Darkroid hasn't hit that beat button. All right. Well played. We have Boss continuing to the Europe Cup.
Exactly. Congratulations to
Boss.
GG, to both players. Was another exciting match. 2-1.
Yes.
Another deciding match. We've seen a lot of those today.
Yeah.
But really, that Ophelia did so much for
Ophelia, 100% win rate. 100% win rate. I will carry this number if we'll see Ophelia pick next group stage.
Yeah.
But yeah, Boss utilized Ophelia really, really well. So well done, Boss.
Definitely well done.
I think the weakness from Darkroid's side was that he was force pushing that Clara too much.
I think that Clara, but you know, that last game, the outcome was all depending on the first turn. The first turn stuns, the first turn strips, and the first turn stuns from Edna. And he didn't land anything. That already decided that match. If he would have gotten a triple stun there, with his damage, with the combo that he had, I'm a Boss would have had a very tough time recovering from that. But
that 30% is too much to rely on. That 30% RNG from Clara's side, it is 30%, isn't it? 30%.
With skill ups, it's 40%.
It's 40% with skill ups, yeah.
Yeah.
So relying on a non-100% stun and strip is you have to pray for RNGs. So
yeah, I think the Clara pick ban, it kind of Darkroid just dug his own grave there, but he also didn't have any luck with him in that last match.
Yeah.
And on the other side, him using Clara on the other matches also forced a pre-ban earlier, so it's not a bad pick, but maybe because it's just recently buffed, there's not enough experience with the Clara yet.
Yeah.
Actually, this morning we've also seen BD on the Korean Championship trying out the Clara and actually losing because of that. So it's kind of like gambling, right? You gamble on whether if you hit the jackpot you win. If you miss, it's very hard to recover from that, and it's most likely a lose.
Yeah.
So it can be like very rewarding or very destroying on the same time.
I mean, in case of Clara, I would have picked something like I would say Triton. I would even pick Tiana in this case. But like good on Darkroid for him to try out the new unit that was recently buffed. Try to showcase it. It worked the first time. The last couple of games it didn't work that well for him.
Exactly. And actually the funny thing is here we see the bracket again. We see Blue and Boss going on to the next round. And I saw I was paying attention to the chats and I saw a lot of people, they were all putting their money on Darkroid and Philly. And they are both out today. And that just shows how strong this group is today.
Guys, do not miss this code. Do you see the code? It's right on the screen. Go ahead. Take that code. Spam it. Spam it to me. Send that to me. Okay, send that to me.
Exactly. The code I'm a Summoner. Again, Android users, go to the event tab, scroll all the way down. You can use the code there and get your mystical scroll to summon yourself an Ophelia who won Boss a ticket today. Or if you're an iOS user, use the link. I think it's being spent by all the community managers on all the channels right now. Use the link. Once you open the link, it will automatically open the game and we'll give you the goodies. So make sure to also apply for the raffle. The raffle will close down any minute now. So make sure, don't miss out on that. The rewards will be given out. On Monday, you will see on all the social media channels from Summoner's War, you will see the lucky winners of the raffle.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think today?
It was really good fights today. Really good fights. Really good fights. I honestly, I got to see what I wanted to see. They tried to force in the twins. We didn't get to see the twins, but at least they tried. We got to see Sean. Okay, we got to see single cleave teams. All right, I can't really ask for too much. However, we did not get to see the Oberon.
That's true. But
Blue made it through. Maybe we can see it in the Euro Cup.
Okay, we're just gonna force him to use the Oberon in the Euro Cup.
We're gonna force him. Yeah, I'll
Blue,
actually
by this,
do that.
promise us to use the Oberon. We want to see it.
We want to see the Oberon.
And here's the full group stages. We've seen Group A, Rosie Chen go to the next round. Group B, 2 weeks ago, was Sei Shizo and Lucky Q going to the next round. And now Group C, we've seen Boss and Blue go to the next round. And then we can take a sneak peek at Group D, which is Obabo, Sepolita, Stoned, and DGP.
Yes. It's a pretty exciting group, that as well. Really exciting. I've been like, I'm not gonna force push anything, but like, Obabo is my boy. Yeah. And there we go with the codes. For anyone who has missed it, the codes will be in the chat. The codes is on the screen as well. Don't forget it. Spam it to me.
Exactly. But I think, to be honest, I also think Obabo is one of the favorites out of all the players to get to the World Finals. For me personally, a very strong player, very strong on the pick and ban phase, very known streamer. So if you don't know him yet, go check out his stream. He's always streaming high-end RTA. And always doing very well, always trying like strange things. He's one of the first people I saw use Vertihill, and everybody uses it right now. So he's also a bit of a meta maker, trying to do different things and get his wins that way. And of course for me he's one of the favorites as well for Group D. And on the other side we see Sepolita, who also qualified last year to the Europe Finals. He's playing there. He's a bit of we know him as a ragdoll user, so he will have a bit of a easier time this year than last year, since there's not, his ragdoll cannot be banned every single game, pre-banned. So that might change up things for him. Then on the other side we see Stoned, better known as King Hildy in the past, and also always being up there. Last year didn't qualify in the last match. I remember he was 2-0 ahead against Seijizo. He just needed one more hit on a Vanessa from Seijizo, but Seijizo fire-procced out of it, got the win, and managed to win 3-2 against him by that. It was one of the closest qualifiers last year, so definitely he is out there as well. And then we have DGP, the winner of last year. A good friend of mine as well, so I'm rooting for him by default already. And also he's the kind of player, just like Blue, has a large box, has a lot of monsters to pick. If you check the stats on him, I've seen them on him, and like all the pick rates are quite equal on his top 10, top 15 monsters. He can really decide to go either way, and very strong in tournament play. So I'm sure we're going to see surprises next week, and we're going to see a very exciting group. But I have to admit, today's group was the group of the groups.
Yeah, it was a
player.
Let's say this was like a Titan group, you know, a really legendary group. It was fun to see.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then we've reached the end. I really want to congratulate all the players who played and competed at such a high level. They managed to grab, and especially the players that managed to grab their ticket to the European finals. We just spoke about them. Group A, B, and C are now done, which means we're almost on our way to the European finals in Paris on 7 September 2019.
Yeah.
In the European finals, we will find out which two of the European finals players will get their hands on a ticket to the World Finals on 26 October in 2019. At the World Finals in Paris again. You will be able to join the audience, so make sure to follow all the social media channels. They will give out a link there to book your tickets. I'm not exactly sure about the process, but it will be there sooner or later. So keep track of all the official SWC2019 social media channels to get your hands on one of those tickets. And although 2 weeks later, on 17th of August, we will be back with Group D, where we just spoke about. We will see DGP, Obabo, Stoned, and Sepolita fight for a last spot in the European finals. And also, if you can't get enough of the SWC2019 Championships, later today we will have the NA Cup. If I'm checking correctly, I think it's just under 4 hours later.
Yeah.
Don't pin me down on that, but there we will also see Group C, where we will see two very famous players, Baryon and Tiger, with two other players. I'm not familiar with them, but Silent and Roman Fury fight for their spot on the America's Cup. And of course, there will be more codes, etc. there. So
yes.
make sure to watch it.
Codes. I know you guys are spamming that on chat. Codes.
Yeah.
You will see that in 4 hours as well.
Exactly. And yeah, then we're done. I think we would like to thank everybody for watching today, spending your Saturday afternoon with us. Make sure to quickly sign up for the raffle. It's going to close any moment. And we really hope to see you again in 2 weeks.
We do.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
See you later.